It's Distinction! Good evening, 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 good evening. And welcome everybody to Game Night. It is Saturday the 16th of May. I hope you are all doing well this Saturday night. Lovely to have you all with us. And there will be no further Eurovision content offered from me this evening. I trust most people have come here to escape from it. Possibly. Or maybe you're just dual streaming it and it's on your third monitor in the background. I have never seen the appeal, personally, but I've made no secret of this fact, and I know some people are very serious about Eurovision here, and so I wish to express no antagonism or ill will towards anyone who does enjoy the Eurovision Song Contest. I know lots of people who I like very much who do enjoy it. It's never been for me. Consequently, this stream is always the one of the year that does tend to be a little bit down on number, as yes, it does rather split the room. Train go entirely by accident only, I can assure you. There was no spite in that decision whatsoever. It's likely RNG, to be honest. Anyway, hope you all are doing well. You had a good weekend? It's been a bit grey for most of the afternoon. It started nice this morning. Went to the park run, new fastest time of the year again. 24:19, getting quicker and quicker. So we're getting closer to that 23 mark, but it's still quite a way to go before I'm hitting 22:50. Though, fun fact for you all, right? And this is true. I checked the splits against my PB time, which was like last July. But in my PB, I did 22:50, and the first 4K of the 5-kilometer park run, the first 4 kilometers of my PB are only 12 seconds quicker than the first 4 kilometers I did this morning. And I think had I known that at the time, I probably would have found some more for that 5th kilometer today. So I had no idea that I'm there, and 5th kilometer is normally the fastest, so there's definitely some scope to... I feel like I should be back at 23. Maybe not next week, but maybe the week after. But yeah, I've got my 50th coming up. I've got 3 more, and then I've hit my 50th park run. So that's all exciting. If you're into running, if you're not, then probably less so. Good evening to you all. Hello to JR, Shadowmain, Lupine, SJ, Stilgar, Run, Oni, Clement, Toot, 8 Minky, Flyboy, Fett, Samster, Shapes, AB Me, Colin, Effrontery, Alexander, Jerry, Fluffy, Green Day, Conrad, BC, Clive, Natter, Invasion McMikey, Silent Marine, Stimpson's Angle, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You are all most welcome to be here. Welcome to the stream. 3 games for you this evening, starting with this one. This is Distinction. It's been written by Oni. It's been proofed by JR. And I had a quick glance at it earlier on. There's a lot to enjoy about this pack, as there often is with Distinction. We haven't seen it this season. This is the first time Distinction has come out this season. So hopefully we're going to have a bit of fun. In the middle, we're going to be playing heat number 5 of The Drain. Very much looking forward to this. We have a matchup between Oni, Ralph, Stimpson's Angle, and Colin. So you 4, if you could be sure to make your way towards the green room when the credits for Distinction roll, and we will be having heat number 5. Looking forward to seeing how that one pans out. And then coming up a bit later on, we have got the return of Google That. It's been written by Lingo, proofed by Stimpson and myself. And very much looking forward to sharing that with you. There's some fun questions in Google That tonight, so we'll see how you'll get on with that when we get there. Here's a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan.
Time for some Dixieland. Such a bop this music is.
Such a bop this music is. Thank you, Master Yoda, for the 100 bits. Puzzle Dan. Hope you keep it well, my dude. And welcome on into the stream. Yeah, so Google That coming up later on. Distinction now. Just to give a fair warning, I'm feeling a bit run down, so if I don't quite have the same level of energy that I normally do, that's probably why. It's this thing that I have. I get mouth ulcers when I get run down, and they hurt. So I'm drinking the cheap Prosecco, is numbing the pain somewhat, so that's nice. So just bear with me if I don't have quite the same level of energy that I might ordinarily. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I should probably just get on with the quiz, really, shouldn't I? So this one has been written by Oni on Eurovision night, not out of spite, and his drain match is not on Eurovision night out of spite. It's just how the schedule fell. So Eurovision doesn't factor on my radar, you see. So it's like, you know, I don't particularly care what's being scheduled. I would say if somebody particularly doesn't want their packs to be out on Eurovision night, then do let me know in future. Matt Spratt, welcome to the stream. I was going to say something else. What was I going to say? Probably something of no consequence. It'll come back to me, I'm sure. Let me just that was it. Discord, come join the Discord, hang out with us, that'd be fun. Universe Controller is what you need to play the game, 0.9.1 with that room code for this particular game. Don't Google the answers. Simple rule that we have here. If you're new, or if you're not new and need a reminder, there it is. Don't forget you can catch up with all episodes of Game Night going right back to season 1 over at persephoneshare.com/on-demand. And if you are watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, because that's what I have to say. I just do. Don't forget you can suggest your raid message for tonight. My favourite will get 250 pennies, be the raid message, episode title, and get a custom thumbnail. Here's one final message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan.
Can't wait for Ben to give 12 points to the barber pole later on this evening.
What? Thank you for the 100 bits, Dan. I don't quite understand, but there's a reminder of the no cheater. Yeah, so it's good. I've got a button that I can press that does it for me. It's extra useful to have that when we're playing a game that's literally called Google That, and it's like, but actually don't. If you like Frugal Prosecco, yeah. Cheers. Right, let's get on with the quiz. There's plenty of you in. I don't know how many, but a few of you. Hope you're ready to play. This is Distinction. It's been written by Oni, proof by JR. Let's get on with the quiz and go to round number 1. Oh, I see. Yeah, Eurovision joke. You see, that's just not... Doesn't factor. I'm not operating on the same elemental plane. I'm just not. Anyway, round 1. We've got 3 boards. A rather lopsided appearance there. A board of 8, a board of 11, and a board of 11. Oh, I fixed a bug where sometimes bonuses didn't happen. It turns out it was an off by 1 error. There was also a request, I think, from Proogs, if you can have what you submitted as answers in the final round. So those should now both be implemented. Let me know if you experience any strangeness. So, round 1, give me up to 3 answers. They can come from anywhere, 1 from each, 3 from one, or 2 from one and 1 from another. It's entirely up to you. Only the first player to find the answer will be awarded the points, so keep an eye on the Universal Controller. It will give you some useful information. You will get some pity points if you are just pipped at the post, if you answer within 5 seconds of the first player to get it, but you get 20 points if you are the first to find each of the answers. 1 bonus on each board, which is worth 30 points, or possibly 40 points, I can't remember. Never remember what the points are in this game, but just trust it, it's worth points. Find the bonuses, they're worth extra points, which is what you want. There's something that I need to read out, that I will read out when the question is live, so just keep half an ear on me. Captions are on, by the way. Keep half an ear on me while you're typing, because this affects board number 2. Okay, the middle board, there is some clarifying information that you will need to pay attention to that I will read as soon as the question is live. You've got 60 seconds to tell me the answers to the following. Brands of the UK's 10 best-selling cars in 2025, sports introduced at the Summer Olympic Games in the 21st century, and Eurovision 2025 unsuccessful qualifiers. For board 3, we're looking for countries. For board 2, this board includes sports that were introduced in any of the games from 2000 onwards, including sports that will be introduced in LA 2028. These are also new sports only. For example, BMX is not included, as it is a sub-discipline of cycling. I'm glad I've said all of that when you've only got 1 more answer to find. It happens to be the bonus, and there it goes. So that was a complete waste of qualification, because you managed to solve the board without me even having to say it all. Unsuccessful Eurovision qualifiers 2025, and there go a few in quick succession, including the 3rd bonus. Just 4 more answers to find, 3 to go, 1 to go. Can we get there? Are we going to get that final answer in time? And there's the final whistle. Grace time answers are coming in, and unfortunately it's not going to fly, but you've done jolly well there. I should have also said these boards are exhaustive, so there's only as many answers as there are slots on the board. Oh, goodness me. I will tell you all about that in a minute. Best-selling cars. You found them all, and well done to... Is that still guy finding the bonus answer for Vauxhall there? Ford, so Puma, number 1. Hyundai Tucson, was number 10. Kia Sportage was number 2. The MG HS was number 8. I've got the ZS, incidentally, the MG ZS, not the EV. Nissan is the Qashqai at number 3, and the Duke at number 5. Vauxhall Corsa at number 4. Volkswagen, the Golf at number 6, and the Tiguan at number 9. And Volvo, the XC40 at number 7. So those are the 10 best-selling car brands in the UK. The one I didn't think you were going to find, but was the bonus answer that Silent Marine got. Flag football is going to be introduced in LA in 2028. All of the others have been introduced, apart from squash, which is also being introduced in LA in 2028. All of the others have been introduced since the year 2000. And yeah, 2025 Eurovision unsuccessful qualifiers. If in doubt, it's name a country. Is what we were after there. And I'm just going to check real quickly. No pun intended. Because, well, do you know, the missing answer is Czechia. I haven't got the alts printed out in the operator, and I was just checking to see if anyone wrote Czech Republic and got it disallowed. But no, Czechia was the one missing answer. Nobody going for that, but they did not qualify in 2025. They entered with Adonis's Kiss Kiss Goodbye. They got to the 12th in semi 2. Apparently it's pronounced Adonis. Right, there you go. And that's it. I think that's it for Eurovision content this evening. So you're either delighted or terribly sad. But you've done very, very well. Just missing out on the one answer on that board. So 29 out of 30. Let's see what that has done to the scores. Over to the VR headset of news, and let's take a little look. Couple of players not managing to get off the mark there. Cola Effrontery, Alex, Big Louise, Ben, and Apodo. But still plenty of rounds to go. Dan, Conradlak, Colin all getting 5. Fred McCauley getting 15. Toot and Simpson on 20. Opsy, Clennon, Green Day, and Thet's also getting 20. Shapes and Matt managing to get 25. As did Shadowmane and AB Me. Still going on Silent Marine, finding 30. Silver Electron gets 35. Flyboy on 40. Along with Natter, Ralph and Jerry getting 45, Clive on 50, but it's Sam and Ape straight into the lead with 3 answers apiece, none of them bonuses. They're at the top with 60 points each. Okay, opportunity to come and join the game. If you were watching in the wings and you think, that looks like a bit of fun, I'll come and join in. There's the universal controller, there's the room code in the chat. Do come and join now. Well, I have a little sip of my cheap Prosecco, which I'm going to need to get refilled probably before the end of this game. You got 5 if you got Green Day if you answered within 5 seconds of the first person to answer. So the first person gets 20 points. If you just miss it, you get some pity points. So bear that in mind, because that will apply when we get to round 3 as well. But for now, before we get to round 3, we should probably go to round 2. That'd make sense, wouldn't it? Thank you, Clement. Yeah, I've got double Sonic on. So there's Sonic, and there's which side is it on that side? Sonic and Knuckles. So and it's got the on the back, the big logo on the back. Oh god, can't stand up in this chair because it's only got one arm. I need a new chair really badly. Right, just 6 on this board here. This is how round 2 works. You need to find just one of the answers on this board. There are 6 that you can choose from. You only need to give me one answer. You've got 30 seconds to do it. And in this round, you're looking for the rarest answer. And by the rarest, I mean the answer that fewest other people are likely to say. It has to be correct. If you give me a correct answer, you are going to get some points. I think someone put in a suggestion to adjust the scoring in this game, which is on my to-do list. Well, it's not on the to-do list, but I do remember someone mentioning it. I need to add it to the to-do list and then do it. I haven't done it yet. So the rarest answer, the one that fewest people say, gets the most points, potentially 60 points if you give me the rarest answer. The one that most people say gets the fewest points, potentially as few as 10. But if you give me any correct answer, you will get some points for it. The rarer it is, the more points you get. Simple as that. Always worth bearing in mind, sometimes in this game, because remember, everyone is looking for the rarest answer, sometimes that can mean the most obvious answer nobody goes for. It's a game of double bluff or triple bluff, maybe. We might think, oh, there's a really obvious answer, but I'm not going to say that because everyone will say that and I won't get as many points. But if everyone thinks like that, then, of course, it becomes a high-scoring answer. As long as it's correct, that's your main thing. You've got 30 seconds. I refuse to understand the meta at this point. You are entirely welcome to do just that. Right, good luck. Fingers on devices. Our first category for round 2 is films with a 2 billion plus box office gross. This is worldwide. Just give me a single film that has a $2 billion or more box office gross. Do not ask me if it's adjusted for inflation. I don't think it makes any difference. But there are only 6, so presumably not adjusted for inflation. It is not. Thank you. Right. Okay. Everyone getting an answer in. There's a couple of wrong ones have come in, but I do need to condone 1 or 2 of them because we've got sequely things which I'm feeling charitable about. So let's just take a look at the wrong answers. Ninja 2. That I don't recognise. However, ABME going for Avatar 2, which I am going to condone, and I will tell you more about later on. Yes, condone as that. And Opsy, the same. I'm not quite sure why that hasn't gotten through, but I will also condone that as the same. And Apodo, that should have got through, but for reasons best known to itself, did not. Is that what I need to condone it as? Yes. Many pogs. Well done everyone there. What's this Ninja 2? There's a couple of people who put Ninja 2. Let me look at this and see what this is all about. What are you talking about? So 2025 film, Ninja 2, direct sequel to Ninja. Oh. Well, okay, no, that really has. That's a late entry into things. That has obviously failed the neck check there. Because according to my sources, the budget for that is the box office for that, US box office, $2.26 billion. That snuck through. And I think I know why. And now everything is falling into place. Right. So, here's what's gone on. When this question was... No, there was a confusion in the proofing. JR corrected something, which I corrected back, and I was right to correct it back, but I can see where the confusion has led to. So, Ben and Toot, I'm going to extend my apologies to you because that is now technically an incorrect answer. Because the question originally said US, and I deleted that bit of US because it implied in the US box office, which then the numbers didn't work. So we're talking about the worldwide box office, but we're talking about US releases. So it's possible we should have included Ninja 2 in on this list as well. But Ninja 2 is a Chinese release film, which is why it wasn't anywhere amongst our data when we did the proofing. So apologies for that. Only was trying to get at that when, or JR, one of them was trying to get at that by implying US, and that was me who took it out because I thought it might be a bit confusing. So apologies for that. That has snuck through the data, and I hope you can forgive us. And you won't abandon us, Ben and Toot, but you can have some moral points. I might give you 100 pennies each. I think that will go some way towards smoothing it over. Let's do that. Right. Moving on from that. These errors, they do crop up occasionally. US release with the global gross. I think that's probably what we would have been after there. Right. Did you cover all the answers? So it turns out you didn't cover all the answers anyway, so I could have condoned that as the other answer, it turns out. But I can't manually add on points, and I can't condone it now, regrettably. Darn. Never mind. It would have made things confusing anyway. So let's go through them. So we're going to start with 20 points for the 12 players who said Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. $2.799 billion. Very well done to Clive, Effrontery, Poda, Green Day, Barbie Main, Ralph, Fred McCauley, Shape, Silver Electron, Silent Marie, Simpsons Angle, and Matt all getting Avengers Endgame. 5 players get 30 points for Titanic, Stilgar, Clement, Conrad, Maya Vision, and Puzzle Dixie. Yeah, Titanic, $2.264 billion. Very well done there. Next, Avatar for Jerry, Natter, Flyboy, and Distinctive Alex. The original Avatar, $2.923 billion, very nearly $3 billion. It's a crazy amount of money. Well done, 40 points for you. 3 players get 50 points for Avengers Infinity War, Sam Crittenden, Big Louise, and Cola. Infinity War, just over $2 billion, $2.052 billion. And the other one, Opsy and AB Me, you might have seen because it was condoned earlier on. It's Avatar The Way of Water, the sequel to Avatar, $2.232 billion. And with numbers like that, I think I'm probably the only person on the planet who has never seen either Avatar film. The one answer you missed, nobody going for this one, which I could have condoned as Nijar 2 had I known at the time, but I didn't. It was Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, $2.071 billion. So these are US releases as by their, but their global box office take, which is why Nijar 2, or indeed Nijar 1, didn't make the list. I don't know how much did Nijar 1 make? It's a sequel to Nijar. Let me just find out, because I know you're dying to know from 2019, Nijar, only $742 million. So, yeah, not quite $1 billion for the first one. And welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you're keeping well. Right, let's clear that down. The controversial question. Let's clear it down and move on to our next one. 5 answers on this board. The drill's the same. Single answer. You're looking for the rarest, i.e. the one fewest other people are going to say. 30 seconds for you all to tell me a US president whose surname begins with a vowel. There are only 5. Ten seconds, say something. Opsy and Conrad just out of time. Most other players getting an answer. All other players getting an answer, and most of them were correct as well. Just the one wrong answer. Unfortunately, still go, I think, misreading the question. Lincoln does not begin with a vowel. Abraham does, but we were after surname. US president whose surname begins with a vowel, so I cannot condone that one. Bad luck. Everyone else giving me a correct answer. Did you cover all 5 of them? You did. This time you have covered all 5. It's all good. It's not too late to join, but you need the universal controller and the room code, Happy, and no answers into the chat if you would be so kind. But do come and join the game. If you get in the next minute or so, you'll get in before the next question. No, you need the universal controller. Universal controller. Universal controller. There's a, like one of the mods will help you out to get where you're going to, Happy. So let's go through the answers. First of all, 8 players getting 10 points for Barack Obama. Barack Obama. 10 points for the 8 players who said that. AB Me, Ralph, Clemon, Natter, Cola, Silent Marie, Matt, and Puzzle Dan. Very well done. 6 players next, each getting 20 points for John Quincy Adams, Ben, Effrontery, Apodo, Jerry, Fett, and Silver Electron. Nicely done there. Next, 5 players each getting 30 points for Chester A. Arthur, Clive, Fred McCauley, 2, Shapes, and Maya Vision. 30 points for Chester A. Arthur. And we've got a tie at the top. 50 points apiece for the 8 players, split between 2 answers, 4 on each. 4 of them going for John Adams, Big Louise, Flyboy, Stimson Zangle, and Distinctive Alex. And the other 4, Colin, Green Day, Barbie Main, and Sam Crittenden going for Dwight D. Eisenhower. I think if you just put Adams, it defaulted to John Adams. I think. I can't remember. If in doubt, there were a couple of people who just put Adams. So at that point, you've got to sort of take your luck on the spin of the dice. It will have forced one rather than the other. So I think John Quincy Adams possibly would have been the one you would have had to type John Quincy in order to get it right, which I think probably makes sense. Happy jogging, welcome to the stream. Let's drain that puzzle and go on to our final... Drain the puzzle, it's not data leak then. Final one of the round, 6 answers on this board. I like this category a lot. 30 seconds to tell me the rarest, but if in doubt, just give me a correct answer. 30 seconds, and we're looking for categories in the classic edition of Trivial Pursuit. Apodo. There we go. There's an answer from everyone, which is lovely to see. Anything that I need to condone? I might be a little bit strict on this. I think I'm going to have to be, because there are some answers which are bridging to. So I'm going to be quite strict about what you've said. Some of these wrong answers, they're bridging to, and I feel it wouldn't be fair just to pick one or another. So you're going to have to be quite specific here. Let's take a look at those wrong answers. Sports and games. No, unfortunately not. It's something else. Very, very close, but I will tell you what that is in full in a minute, Clive. Apodo, people and places. Alas, not. You'd think, but no. Barbermain going for food and drink. That is not a thing. Conrad going for potpourri. Also not one. Art from Flyboy. Again, not quite. And Stimpson's angle, art and leisure. See what I mean? Because we've yeah. Again, I'll explain that in a minute. Art and leisure, no, I can't have. Arts and entertainment, again, for the same reason I can't have for the two players who said that. So I'm being quite strict on that, which might seem a bit unfair, but it will become clear in just a minute. Now, did you cover all 6? You did, and we've got a tie at the bottom for 20 points and a tie at the top for 60 points. Let's go through them. First of all, 6 players getting 20 points for sports and leisure. AB Me, Colin, Jerry, Sam Cruttenden, Opsy, and Maya Vision. Yeah, sports and games, it sort of means the same thing, but I think I had to be quite specific there, Clyde. So unfortunately, sports and games not going to fly. But sports and leisure, certainly worth 20 points. Another 20 points for the 6 players who said science and nature. Green Day, Clement, 2, Big Louise, Silver Electron, and Puzzle Dixie. Science and nature, that's the green one. Sports and leisure, incidentally, is the orange one. There we go. Science and nature worth 20 points there. Well done. 4 players getting 30 points for entertainment. Effrontery, Fred Macaulay, Cola, and Silent Marine. That is the pink one. The pink one is entertainment. 3 players getting 40 points for history. Stilgar, Ralph, and Fetz. That's the yellow one, history. And then into our top answers. 4 players sharing 60 points. Well, not sharing, but getting 60 points each. 2 of them going for geography for 60 points. Ben and Natter. Geography is the blue one. And finally, 2 players getting 60 points for art and literature. Shapes and distinctive Alex. Art and literature, not arts and entertainment, not arts and leisure. Though leisure obviously starting with the same letter as literature, I couldn't quite accept it. So very well done. If you did manage to get some points out of that, I'm going to reach through my door and change the glasses and look, bring in another glass of fizzy pop through the door. Thank you, darling. So, that is the end of that board. It is also the end of round 2. So, let's go to the VR headset of news and check out the scores. Okie dokie. Happy who joined the game late. Unfortunately, not managing to pull any points out of that round. Still yet to score, but we've still got another round or 2 to go. Conrad's now on 35, Apodo on 40, Matt 55, Puzzle Dan on 65, Toot and Effrontery are on 70. Colin's got 75. Clement, Fetz, Ben are all on 80. Silent Marine and Simpsons Angle have 90. Cola's also got 90. Silver Electron, Barbermain, and Fred Macaulay have got 95. Clive and Stilgar are on 100. As is Opsy. Green Day's got 110. Ralph and AB Me on 115. Big Louise on 120. And Jerry Harris on 125. Coming into our top 6. Flyboy on 130, Shapes 135, Maya Vision 140, Natter and Distinctive Alex tied in second with 150, but way out in the lead, Sam Cruttenden, aka Samster, with 180. Good stuff, good stuff. Sam with a healthy lead, looking to take a spot in the final, but we have got one more round before that. Opportunity to come and join the lobby at this point if you would like to. Oh, that's good. Yes, it's numbing the pain. Universe controller there, room code there. If you do want to come and join, if you've been watching along, doing a look, or just watching in the background, you're always more than welcome to do that. Hello, Ice Tim, welcome on in. But yes, do come and join the game. One more round 3 before we go to the distinction final. Let's go find out what it's all about, shall we? Okay, classic distinction here. 3 boards of 10. As with round 1, the first player to give you the answer gets the points. If you come in within 5 seconds of the first player, you get some pity points worth 5 points. I'm doubling the points, though, the rest of the points in this game, so it's 40 points for the first correct answer, and 60 points if you can find one of the 3 bonuses. Again, there's one on each board, and yeah, potentially 180 points up for grabs. Answers can come from anywhere, 1 from each, 3 from the same, or 2 from one and 1 from another. Choose your best strategy depending how you like the questions or where you think the points are going to lie. With this round, though, it is not necessarily exhaustive boards. There might be more than 10 answers per category, but you've got to get slightly into Oni's head and figure out which ones he's going for. So it's a game of chance as well as knowledge, which is why we're doubling the points. It makes it just a little bit more spicy, I think. So you've got 60 seconds. You can give me up to 3 answers. And we are looking for dog breeds that Oni has petted, percussion instruments Oni owns, and Oni's Subway suborder. 1, 2, 3, go. There's our first bonus, the kick drum. And a German Shepherd getting a bonus on the left. Keep pressing and guessing. Still got 4 drums. We've got 30 seconds left. 4 Subway things to find. 5 percussion instruments. And 3 dog breeds still left. Keep pressing and guessing. Coming up, 15 seconds left. Getting into Oni's head. This is, I think, things in Oni's fridge. That's normally the way it goes. Couple of good answers coming in now. There's a djembe found by Sam. The last 5 seconds. And that is time. This includes parts of my drum kit. Good evening, Safira and Davidovic. Welcome both of you to the stream. Not too late. We're just getting started with distinction. You can join us for the last round. So, a few missing answers that time. 3 dog breeds missing. 4 percussion instruments missing. And 2 of Oni's suborder, including the bonus. When did I have the Storm of Icons? They've always been there, Matt. They've been there since Distinction version 2, which has been around at least 2 years now. So, yeah, apparently, well, he might have a xylophone or glockenspiel shadow in, he just didn't include them on the list. Yes, so Oni's got more percussion instruments than I have, which is to be expected, given that well, I suppose I am a percussionist, really, when you break it down to it. Piano's a glorified drum, isn't it? Let's reveal the missing answers. Dog breeds that Oni has pet. The Bortzoi, the Pomeranian, and the Alaskan Malamute. And Alaskan Malamute, the note here saying, they are the fluffiest boys, spelt with an I. Over on the middle one, the Ganza, which I must confess is not an instrument I've come across. It says here, it's tube-shaped shakers you get. It's not a maraca, they have handles. It's different. I will die on this hill, Ben. I have no quarrel with you on the Ganza front. Cowbell, anyone who puts more cowbell in the chat should immediately lose 20 points. Crash cymbal, you're also missing. The Vibraslap. It goes... It's the I can't really do an impression of it, but in the countdown theme. That noise, that's a Vibraslap. That's the only thing I know about the Vibraslap. On the other side, garlic aioli. Isn't that something you get in your lungs? Was that alveoli? And the bonus answer was hidden behind Italian herbs and cheese bread. I haven't had a Subway since I got food poisoning from one about 8 years ago, and I was in bed for about 2 weeks. It was one of the worst experiences of my entire life, and I don't think I've had a Subway since. Also, all Subway tastes the same. They all taste like that Subway smell. These are facts that I'm spinning my facts at you. They all taste the same. They just taste of... Like Domino. All Domino's pizzas taste the same. They all taste of that Domino's smell. Yeah. And just a quick note here, they better toast the cheese. Also, my local one used to offer grated carrot back in the day. It was lovely, was it? Their recent zero from the hygiene lot, not so lovely. Yee.
What a shame.
Yeah, that's not what you want. But yeah, that could have been why I got food poisoning, why I don't go to Subway anymore. Back in the day when I did go to Subway, I never had salad in it either. No subtitles should be on. It says they're recording. So it should be on. I'll type that in the chat in case you can't hear me. Should be on. Right, let's end the round and go to the VR headset of news and check out the scores. Sophia joining towards the end of that round, not getting any points, happy as well. Ice Tim managing to grab 10. Apodo 45, Effrontery on 70, Conrad 75, Silent Marina Cola on 90, Silver Electron on 95. Fred McCauley and Matt both on 95 as well. Opsy, Shadowmaid, Stimson's Angle on 100. Puzzle, Dixie's on 105. Toot with 110. Big Louise, Fetz, Ben, and Colin all with 120. Jerry's got 125. Flyboy has 130. Stilgar on 140. Distinctive Alex, a bit of a fall there, down to 10th with 150. Ralph and AB Me both on 155. Maya Vision in joint 6th with 180, along with Shapes with 180. And here we go. Natter and Green Day just missing out on a spot in the final with 190 points each, going out on the bubble. But it is all change at the top, and it is very, very close. We've got Clive in 3rd with 200, and Sam and Clemon tying up this top spot with 220 points apiece. Oh, what a great rush to the finish line that was. But we have our gold, silver, and bronzes, Clement, Sam, and Clive, but in what order, that remains to be seen. Clement, Sam, and Clive, you are in the distinction final. Silver Electron, Lingo, Opsy, Lewis, welcome all of you to the stream. Oh yeah, thank you for everyone who said happy affiliate anniversary. Apparently that's a thing. That is a thing now. How long have I been affiliate then? Is it 6 years? Can't be 7. Could it be? Is it 7 years? I was streaming pre-pandemic, wasn't I? So 7 years. Probably. I think it's 7, Sam, you know. Because game night was already a thing in the pandemic. Game night started January 2020, and I've been streaming for a while before that. God, it must be 7 years I've been doing this shit. Oh, it's not shit. I love it. It's evolved a lot, but my God, 7 years. That just to put some context into that, that's probably about it's just shy of 5% of my life. No, that can't be right. 20% of my life. Just shy of 20% of my life. So it's well, sort of not really. I mean, I celebrate anniversaries in different places. I sometimes do the year, and I sometimes do the episode number. The next celebration is probably going to be episode 600, probably, because the actual anniversary of Game Night is like in January, because I started streaming and there was affiliate a long time before that. Anyway, yeah, it's all good. So it's time for the distinction final, and it's sure to be a very exciting event. Let's go there now. So, Clement, Sam, Clive, you are our 3 finalists, and in just a moment you're going to have to give me 2 answers to a question. But first of all, the lobby are going to answer that, and they're going to have to give me up to 5 answers. The rarer the answer, and as before, that's the fewer people who say it, the more points it will be worth. So you've still got a lobby medal available, non-finalists. And of course pennies available as well. So do try and think of the rarest answers. You've got 60 seconds, and my advice is always in the first 30 seconds maybe try and think of some of those rarer ones, and in the last 30 seconds just get something down. It's better to have 5 answers, even if 2 or 3 of them are really obvious, than to have empty slots there. So that would be my advice. So the audience are going to have 60 seconds to do that, and then finalists, I will tell you exactly what your game is in just a moment. But non-finalists, lobby game. 60 seconds to give me up to 5 1990s Gladiators UK televised events. This we are specifically looking for any event that aired in the original ITV Gladiator series between 1992 and 1999. This does not include any new games played either on the 2008 Sky series or the BBC 2024 revival, and does not include the game Breakthrough and Conquer, which was only played in the Wembley 1993 live series. I'm in New Zealand, GG. You must have heard of Gladiators though, Clement. If we're on 3 and 2, Blue Pine, they've all got 5. Nat has got 5 as well. Shadowmane as well now. Eight's got there. Green Day's got there. Fetz has got 5. Apodo as well. Any more for any more? Shapes, BC, Arun, Jerry, Matt the Sprat. And that's time. Right. Well, my goodness, my gracious, my goodness. You have played a total of 106 correct answers between you. 106. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 24 potential answers. And of those 24 potential answers, 5 of them are distinct answers. 5 answers were not given by any player in our lobby game. So, finalists, what you're going to do, we're going to go left to right and then right to left. You're going to give me a single answer, and you are looking for the rarest answer, the answer that you think fewest people in our lobby game said. Now, if you give me an answer and nobody said it, you get to keep your score. Hooray! However, if you give me an answer that somebody has said, you will lose 5 points for every player who said it, up to a maximum of 100. So if 20 or more people said it, you lose a maximum of 100. It is capped. If you give me a wrong answer, you lose the maximum of 100 automatically. You're going to give me 2 answers each, and at the end of the pass, whoever has got the highest score will be our gold medalist. Second will be silver, and obviously third highest will be bronze. In the event of a tie, it will be based on the order you entered the final in. So Clement has advantage over Sam, who has advantage over Clive. So, best of luck to you all. Clement, I'm going to come to you first. You're looking for the rarest answer, and can I have your first one, please? Reminder, 1990s Gladiators UK televised events. Specifically looking for any event that aired in the original ITV Gladiator series between 1992 and 1999. Your answer, Colosseum. Colosseum, that sounds like a reasonable event. Did that feature in UK Gladiators? Nah, unfortunately not. No, there was not an event called Colosseum, but a decent punt, I would definitely say. You're down to 120, but still got another one to give. Let's see how Sam and Clive fare. Sam, can I have your first answer, please? Travelator. Travelator. Is that a correct answer? I'm afraid it is not. There was not a thing called Travelator. Or there might have been, but I'm not going to say any more about it. It is not an answer on my list. I will explain more later on. You lose 100 points, you're down to 120, same as Clement. So, Clive, you are now in the lead, but you have got to give us 2 answers. Can I have your first answer, please? Powerball. Powerball. Is that a correct answer? Yes, Powerball absolutely is a correct answer. I remember Powerball fondly. You had 4 buckets and then 1 in the centre, and you had to get past the gladiators like a mini basketball, except not at all. How many players said Powerball? 6 players going for Powerball. You lose 30 points. You're down to 170. You still have the lead, and you've all got to give me one more answer. So let's go the other way. Clive, second answer, please. Atmospheres. Atmospheres. Was that a thing? Yes, basically the contenders had to go in giant hamster balls, roll around a track and roll over pods to set off steam. In the reboot, there's actually one where they've got to race in the hamster wheels, but hamster balls. So that's very exciting. Very well done. It is a correct answer. How many players said Atlaspheres? Ooh, 8. 8 players said it. You lose 40 points. Clive, you've won the gold medal with 2 answers still to be given. So it's going to come down to Sam and Clement. Can they find an answer? They've not managed to get one on the first pass. It's time for a second pass. Sam, races on for the silver. Can I have your second answer, please? Nijar 2. Was that a thing? No, I think you probably knew it wasn't a thing there. Have you not seen Gladiators, Sam? I'm assuming you haven't. I guess not. I feel like you're robbed of your childhood. You're down to 20 points. Let's see if Clement can find anything and eke out the silver. In fact, actually, at this point, it's a done deal because Clement's going to get silver even with 100. So, Clement, just for completion, can I have your second answer, please? Battle Royale. Was that a thing? That's not. Oh, dearie me. I thought that was quite a fair question, but then again, I grew up with Gladiators, and obviously I make the remake. So we've got 106 answers from our lobby players, but alas, our finalists were struggling there. But it does mean we have got a result. The bronze medal is going to go to Sam. The silver is going to go to Clement. But it's a resounding gold, finishing with 130 points. Gold medalist for distinction tonight is Clive. Wow. What a final! I've never seen anything like it. It was quite interesting, I think. The one episode of Gladiators could be bothered to watch paid off. Yeah, certainly did. Well, our lobby players certainly did do very, very well there. So let's just take a look at the answers. Incidentally, the score you finished on finalists, that will be added to the score you had coming into the final. So you may not end up top of the leaderboard, but you are gold, silver, and bronze. And then lobby medal will be the player in the highest scoring player who is not a finalist. So let's go through the other answers. The Eliminator, Sam, that might have been what that featured. The Travelator, which was the treadmill on an angle you had to run up against the grain, but it featured on a larger event called the Eliminator. 13 going for the Eliminator and getting 12 points. Duel, 10 players going for Duel. That's the classic gladiator versus contender up on a podium but hitting each other with pugil sticks. 20 points for the 10 players who said that. Gauntlet, 20 points for the 10 players who said that. Basically try and get past 5 gladiators in quite a narrow corridor. Hang Tough, that's basically you're on hoops. You've got to try and get past the gladiator to the other side. 20 points for the 10 people who said that. The Wall, 20 points for the 10 players who said. You could just guess the quiz formats at this point. I mean, there's quite a few quiz formats in here. We've had Duel and The Wall already. That's just a rock wall. You've got to get to the top while being pursued by a gladiator. Atlaspheres we had earlier on from Clive. 8 people going for that for 24 points. Joust, 20. Well done if you got that. 24 points for the 8 players who said Joust. It was like Duel, but you were on like a spaceship thing that bounced up and down like a rodeo horse. Pyramid, again, that's another game show for you. 26 points for the 7 players who said Pyramid. You have to get to the top of a pyramid whilst gladiators try to push you off. Powerball that we had earlier on from Clive. 30 points for the 6 players who said that. Skytrack, that was a really good one. 30 points. Well done if you got that. 6 players saying Skytrack. You were upside down and you had to pull yourself along almost like an upside down Scalextrics whilst being pursued by gladiators. That was always really fun. I was really wanted to do Skytrack. Danger Zone, 4 players getting Danger Zone. Another, well, that's a Persephone chair form, but 34 points for that. That was a weird one. You had to cross the arena while the gladiator shot at you with tennis balls, and you had to shoot back at them to hit a target above them. It was more a game of skill rather than physical stuff. But yeah, Danger Zone. Poleaxe, that was a great event. 34 points for Poleaxe. You had to climb what was like a fireman's pole with little handles, and it was spinning round. A gladiator was on a separate pole, and you had to go up, and whoever got to the top first hit a button, and all the handles fell off, and then you fell to the ground. That was great. All of this coming back like it was yesterday. I haven't got any notes on this. I just know these things. Tilt. 3 players saying Tilt, getting 36 points. This was one that caused an injury, and I think Falcon or Panther, one of them, who was pulled off. It was basically tilt tables. It was like a tug of war with tilt tables. But yeah, one of the gladiators fell off and like almost broke their neck. So I think that one got canned after that. But that was tilt. Suspension bridge. 2 players going for suspension bridge. 38 points. A bit like duel, except on a bridge you have to come to the middle and then hit each other with hammers to get past. Dogfight. Matt going for dogfight. Well done for 48 points. That is the first one. I have no idea what it is. Genuinely no idea what dogfight is. Pendulum. Shadowmane getting that for 48 points. A giant rope ball that you have to basically hide from the gladiator for a minute and you could crawl in sort of all the way around it. Pursuit, 48 points, is just basically an assault course where the gladiator pursues you and tried to get capture the flag off the back of you. So a tag, basically. Swing shot. I love swing shot. Well done, Green Day. 48 points for swing shot. You have to jump down to a central, hive of balls and grab balls and different coloured balls with different points, and the gladiators are trying to stop you. Always looked like a lot of fun. Vertigo. Matt getting Vertigo as well for 48 points. I genuinely can't remember that one either, but I imagine it's something to do with heights. And into the distinct answers, there were 5 of them. Catapult. I can't remember that one. Hit and run. I vaguely remember the name, but can't remember what it involved. Sumo ball. Is that the one? I think there was a giant ball in a ring, and you had to basically push the contender out from the gladiator out around the ball. Tightrope. I don't remember. And Whiplash, again, I remember the name, but I now more associate that with the 2014 Oscar-winning film. There we go. That really was a special interest, wasn't it? Wow. I didn't realise how much I remembered, but very well done to everyone who got points out of that in the lobby game. Let's go to the VR headset of news one final time and check out the final scores. But before that, here's a message from our sponsor, Silent Marine.
I was starting to wonder if Robert Redford would strike again.
Yeah, what? I don't understand the joke, but I'm grateful for the 100 bits, Silent Marine. Your next quiz format be named after a 1990s Gladiators UK televised event. Well, what have I done? I've done Danger Zone. I've done the Pyramid. I did do the Gauntlet once, and Ash has done Duel and the Wall. So, I mean, there's quite a few there. I'm going to have to pick one of those and see which one we go for. Anyway, VR headset of news. Let's find out the winners of the game. Pursuit would work for one. Oh, maybe I should devise a format around the concept of Pursuit. Ice Fiction on 10, Saphira on 12, Happy on 24, Opsy on 100, Flyboy and Silent Marine 130, Stimps on 140, Distinctive Alex on 162, Silver Electron 167. I said Danger Zone, Dan. Colin on 172, Conrad 175, Big Louise and Coda on 184, Puzzle Dan on 187, Apodo 189. Ifrantry 196, Fred McCauley 197, Toot 206, Stilgar and Ben on 222, AB me on 225. It's all good, Dan. Fets 226, the bronze going to Sam with 240, the silver to Clement with 240. Same score, but way down the table, but that's how this game works. Jerry with 267, Shadowmane with 272, Ralph with 275, and into the top 6, who's our lobby medalist? Matt 291, Nata 306, Shapes 312, Green Day 322, but it's Abe who takes the lobby medal with 328, and just clear by 3 points with the gold is 330 points. It's Clive of Legend. Those are the final scores, and that has been Distinction. Well, that has been an enormous amount of fun. I hope you've all had fun as well. Big thanks to Oni for the question pack, to JR for proofing it. Always good to see Distinction. We haven't seen it yet this season, and I know it's a bit of a community favourite, so lovely to have it back. Penny should have been written to the drive, or will be written to the drive when the credits roll. I've earned 666 pennies, officially the Antichrist. That's rather pleasing, isn't it? Anyway, definitely not bad at all. Yeah, just missing out on a lobby medal there, Green Day. Really, really commendable effort there, so very well done indeed. Now, friends, I'm going to take a very, very short break, and during this break, I would like to encourage my friends who are playing in Distinction. That's Oni, Ralph, Stimpson, and Colin. Make your way to the green room. Lewis will sound test you in there, or sound test among yourselves. Just make sure it's working. Once it's all good, mute your microphones, and I will send you a message in the green room chat with the room code. I should have fixed the thing where it was putting you on the wrong podiums. That should now be a thing, and we will go from there. For heat number 5 of the Drain, I have a feeling this is going to be a formidable match. You have to stay tuned to find out what happens. And of course, coming up a little bit later on, even more quiz for everyone in the shape of Google That. First appearance this season, written by Lingo Maniac. Very much looking forward to sharing that with you all. For now, take this opportunity to go stretch your legs, get some more drinks, get some more snacks, pop to the loo, and Game Night will return with the Drain in just a few minutes' time. Enjoy the credits. Congratulations again to Clive. You've been playing Distinction, and I will see you after the break. Okay, no more Eurovision music, I promise, but let's have a penny bonus. Clive is a gladiator. 462 pennies. Type Clive as a gladiator into the chat now. Excuse me, a reminder that I will be muting alerts before we go into the Drain, so don't be surprised if any messages don't go off. I will unmute once we are through. Looking forward to having our Drain game in just a minute, so do go get some drinks and more snacks, and Game Night will continue very, very shortly. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome everybody to the second part of this evening's game night, where it is time for heat number 5 of the Drain. Apparently I've not fixed that Z fighting issue, and actually that doesn't surprise me, because I didn't actually make any changes there, because I couldn't repro it when I came to do it earlier on. Strange. Anyway, 4 players are awaiting in the wings to take on the might of the Drain, and facing each other tonight we have got the following. This is Alex. He's 35. He's a bit of a mess from the grey pit of the UK. Good evening, Alex.
Oh yeah, that's what I put my occupation down as.
Thank you very much for foregoing Eurovision this evening. I very much appreciate it.
I mean, the moment ends, I'm probably going to be watching it whilst playing Google that, so you can get both ends.
Put it on in the background. How are you feeling about coming into the Drain this evening?
I'm going to be honest, kind of bricking it a little, because it's my first proper tourney game in a long while, and I feel like I could get very easily tripped up.
Well, we will see what happens. So just remember, relax, be calm, and listen carefully to the instructions and the questions, and you won't go far
I know
wrong.
how to do that. Hold on. I know how to do that. There you go. There it is. There it is.
Was that a click of a can I just heard?
No, this was.
Oh, very good. There it is. Only's a
Oh
little
my
bit.
God, it's running.
Okay, I'm just going to boost your volume ever so slightly, and you are a little quiet in my ears as well.
It's overflowing. Oh no.
Right, I'm going to let you deal with that whilst I meet the other players. Best of luck to you tonight, Odie. We've also got Ralph. He's also 35, and he's a fairy from West Yorkshire in the UK. Good evening, Ralph.
Good evening, Ben.
How are you keeping, my dude?
All right. Weather is
Well, is British-ish.
British.
British-ish, yes. More specifically, Yorkshire-ish, I guess, or West Yorkshire-ish. How are you feeling about the Drain this evening? Are you quick on the buzzer normally?
No, not really. But maybe I'll be quicker with the Unicorn.
Maybe. Because you've not actually... Have you played this? Did you play a test game of this?
No.
Aha, so playing it for the first time this evening. Well, wishing you the very, very best of luck, Ralph. Playing Ralph, we have got Stimson. He's 32. He's a research scientist from Aarhus in Denmark. Good evening, Stimson.
Good evening, Ben.
How are you keeping?
Yeah, keeping good. Excited to be here. A little nervous, but yeah.
It's lovely to have you here. Am I saying that correctly? Aarhus.
I'd agree. My partner's probably shouting at the TV saying the pronunciation's all wrong, but I do the same.
You've got a home audience tonight, as I understand it. I hope you don't mind me saying.
Yes. No, yeah, so the folks are visiting from the UK, so they're hidden in the kitchen. They're going to be shouting at the TV, most likely.
How exciting! It's like an actual TV. So you've got the broadcast on the... Incidentally, hello, Mr... Would it be Mr. and Mrs. Angle or Mr. and Mrs. Stimpson? I don't know how I'd... We'll go Mr. and Mrs. Angle. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Angle. Lovely to have you along. And, yeah, Stimpson, how are you feeling about playing the Drain?
Well, first time taking part in a tournament, so my aim is to be able to buzz and answer one question.
If we do that, we'll call it a success.
Yeah. So let me have the first question, guys, and then you can win.
Well, the very best of luck to you tonight, Stimson, and we'll see you in the tournament. And our final player tonight, this is Colin. He's 42, and he does lots of IT things, and he's from Oxfordshire in the UK. Good evening, Colin.
Good evening.
Very nice to have you here. How are you keeping?
I am not too bad.
Good stuff. Now, Oxfordshire, I don't live far from Oxfordshire myself, about an hour and a half away, but I don't know any places in it other than Oxford, and possibly Newbury, if that's in Oxfordshire, which it might not be.
I'm down in the south of Oxford on the border with Buckinghamshire.
Oh, Buckinghamshire. I know where that is.
The nearest landmark to me is probably the cutting used in the Vicar of Dibley and the titles.
Oh, okay. Yes, I vaguely remember that from a while back. Colin, how do you fancy your chances coming into the Drain tonight?
I think I'm going for the same option as Stimson. If I get a question right, I'll be quite happy.
Well, we've all got we've got quite low expectations of ourselves, but we must have a winner. I mean, that's how this game works. Colin, it's lovely to have you here, and we wish you the very, very best of luck. So those are, those are our 4 players: Alex, Ralph, Simpson, and Colin. A quick reminder for them of the rules and for you at home. Once we start the first round, they will have, in the first round, they're going to have 150 points on their podium as soon as the round starts. So those points will be ticking down into a communal pot. They win that pot by buzzing in and getting the question right. Once they hit the target, which in the first round will be 200, they will be locked and through to the next round. We will keep going until we have got a player who is eliminated when they run out of points, and all the points are assigned, because of course it's a zero-sum game. With every question that goes by, the clock will count down that little bit quicker, thus applying pressure. If a player buzzes in and they are incorrect, or if I deem there to be undue hesitation, they will suffer a 25% point penalty from their target, and the buzzers will unlock for the other players, so somebody else can buzz in and steal all those points. Very best of luck to you all. Are you all happy with the rules?
Yep.
Yep.
Good stuff. Final reminder not to say your answer until I have said your name, which I will do before you need to answer, just in case you, like, 2 players hit the buzzer at the same time and you're not sure who's it's gone, because of course our players cannot see anything, they can only hear my voice. They can see all the information they need on the universal controller, but they can't see actually who's buzzed, so it will say, but if they're panicking. So just in the interest of that, wait for me to say your name before you answer. Let's set the points. 150 points on each podium. And like I say, you are chasing 200. If at any point you hit 0 points, you will hear a warning beep, meaning that if someone else gets the question right and you're on 0, you will be eliminated and out the game. Very best of luck to you all. And I'm just going to mute alerts because I've forgotten to do that. They are now done. Good luck. Let's play. Starting with this. In which video game franchise do players alternate between playing the T side and the CT side? Ralph.
Counter-Strike.
Correct. What does the A stand for in the acronym NATO? Colin.
Atlantic.
Correct. What is the largest planet in our solar system? Alex.
Jupiter.
Correct. What day of the week follows fursuit in the name of Simpson?
Friday?
Correct. The polymath Galileo Galilei was born in which city? Alex.
Pisa.
Very good. Which professional social media app was founded in 2002 by Reid Hoffman and Eric Lai? Ralph.
LinkedIn.
Correct. What is the 12th letter of the English? Alex.
L.
Correct. Which UK confectionery company makes the Lion Bar? Alex.
Mars.
Incorrect. Stimpson.
Nestle.
That's the one. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is located within which country? Alex.
Italy.
Correct. This Is It was a planned concert residency by which Alex.
Michael Jackson.
Correct. What time is 25 minutes after 6:40? Alex.
7:05.
Correct. The flag of South Africa features how many colours? Alex.
6.
Correct. And with that warning buzzer, just as your buzz came in, Alex, it means, Colin, you have hit 0 and been eliminated. You got one question. I think you may have even got 2 questions. Did you?
I definitely got one.
You definitely
I was just
got
a bit
one.
behind on the buzzer.
It comes with practice, I'm sure. But there's some very, very fast buzzers in this game. But you don't leave empty-handed, of course. You do get 2 points for the leaderboard, and don't forget you have got your day 2 heat still to come. So all of the scores are still up for debate and up to be changed. And so more opportunity in day 2. But for now, Colin, we do have to lose you from the game. It's been lovely to have you here, lovely to chat, and we'll see you in day 2.
Thank you.
So Colin leaves us. Stimson, Ralph, and Alex move on to round 2. So 12 questions is all it took to eliminate our first player, and Alex, Ralph, and Stimson move into round 2. We're going to redistribute those 600 points and put 200 back on each podium. You are now chasing a target of 300. The drain rate is going to start at the same as what it was, but again, it is going to increase with every question. Best of luck to all 3 of you. Fingers on buzzers. Let's play. In 1963, which US president signed the Community Alex?
John F. Kennedy.
Correct. The Sahel, S-A-H-E-L, is a region on what continent? Alex.
Asia.
Incorrect. Stimson. One more time.
Africa.
Africa is correct. Holi, H-O-L-I, is a festival in which? Alex.
Hinduism.
Correct. In snooker, what is the usual value of the pink ball? Alex.
6.
Correct. The Royal Mile is located in which? Ralph.
Edinburgh.
With or without the question mark. In which golf tournament does Team USA face off against Ralph?
Ryder Cup.
Correct. In the programming language SQL, what does the Q stand for? Alex.
Query.
Correct. Who played Jack Dawson in the 1997 film Titanic? Ralph.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Correct. What process allows most plants to use light energy? Alex.
Photosynthesis.
Correct. Uluru or Ayers Rock? Ralph.
Australia.
Well hedged. The Wurlitzer 1015 was the most commercially... Alex.
Organ.
Incorrect. Was the most commercially successful model of what device? Ralph.
Jukebox.
That's the one. In which Italian city would you find the Uffizi Gallery? Alex.
Florence.
Very good. Which UK river runs through Clitheroe and Preston to the Irish Sea near Southport? That's the Ribble. What is the second largest bone in the human body? Stimson.
Femur.
Incorrect. It's the tibia. The 6th Man of the Year award is presented annually in which sport? Stimson?
Rugby.
Incorrect. It's basketball. Kai Cenat was the first channel to reach over 20 million. Alex.
Twitch.
We got there. God, that was scary. Both of you sat there on 0 points. The drain just taking its toll on you there, and you just sat on 0, and it's a 1-question shootout, or in that case, a 2-question shootout. Goodness gracious me. Alex, very well played. Stimson, commiserations to you there. When you came in with the... I was just about to time out the question when you took a punt on that one, but didn't work out there. But have you had a good time?
Yeah, definitely. It's like 2 very good opponents in that round, and just tried to get the buzz, and just every time it kept coming up, buzzer disabled. It's like
just like I'm looking at my logs. There's a lot of late buzz coming in where it's registered a second buzz, but someone's got there first. But you do get 5 points for your performance there, and we will see you, of course, in day number 2 later on in the tournament. Stimson, thank you very much for playing. But for now, you have been eliminated.
Thanks for having me.
So 2 players remain. Alex and Ralph are going to battle it out in the final. Let's go there now. John, Woollyback, TVP, Alexander Karlov, welcome all of you to the stream. TVP, if we could keep it English only in the chat, that would be really kind of you. Thank you very much. So, Alex and Ralph, you've battled off the competition, and now just 2 of you remain. 300 points apiece on your podia, and you are going to be chasing a target of 600. It's an all-or-nothing game. I can tell you we've got through 28 questions so far, and I had the foresight to add an extra 10 questions into this stack, so there are 60 questions in the stack. We've got another 32, after which it will do things. Hopefully things that aren't terrible. But there will hopefully be some things. There'll be some resolution either way. Very best of luck to you both. Fingers on buzzers. Let's play. In which UK game show hosted by Craig Charles did one Alex?
Robot Wars.
Incorrect. Did £1 million travel down a conveyor belt each week? Ralph.
Money bags.
That's the one. What does the HP in HP Source stand for? Ralph.
Houses of Parliament.
Yes, it does. Arabian, Frisian, and Thoroughbred. Alex.
Horses.
Yes. How many crew members were on board the Artemis 2 mission in 2026? Ralph.
4.
Yes. The Sinai Peninsula is a part of which country? Alex.
Israel.
Incorrect. That's Egypt. Always Postpone Meetings with Time-Wasting Morons is a compilation of which Scott Adams comic strip? Ralph.
Dilbert.
Very good. Margaret Thatcher was born in which Lincolnshire town? Alex.
Grantham.
Very good. Which word is shared by the abbreviation of a trigonometric function and a visible effect of sun exposure? Ralph.
Tan.
Very good. How many stars are there on the flag of China? Alex.
5.
Correct. In the year 2000, the Halley Orchestra commissioned Pluto the Renewer, an 8th movement to which orchestral suite? Ralph.
The planets.
Correct. What adjective precedes Kent Road in the name of the cheapest? Alex.
Old.
Correct. Which UK city calls their public transport the B network? Ralph.
Manchester.
Correct. Who is the current editor of the satirical news magazine Private? Alex.
Ian Hislop.
Correct. Lil Wayne was revealed to be Robot on which celebrity talent? Alex.
The Masked Singer.
Correct. Who is the current UK Poet Laureate? Alex.
No, sorry.
Too slow. It's Simon Armitage. Earth Day is celebrated annually in which? Alex.
April.
Correct. Founded by Hans Riegel in Bonn, which confectionery company is known for its range of gummy? Alex.
Haribo.
Correct. Mount Holly Estate is the setting for which colourfully titled 2025 video game? Ralph?
Blueprints.
Very good. What is the current currency of Italy? Alex?
Euro.
Yes, it is. Caledonia was the ancient Roman name for which? Alex?
Scotland.
Correct. Tommy Thumb's Pretty Songbook is the earliest known English language collection of what type of songs? Ralph.
Nursery rhymes.
Correct. 25 degrees Celsius converts to 77 degrees of what? Ralph.
Fahrenheit.
Correct. The Hover Van, a converted hovercraft vehicle? Alex.
Top Gear.
Correct. What SI base unit is used for electric current? Alex.
Ampere.
Correct. The Centenary Quaish and Melrose Cup are contested in? Alex.
Rugby Union.
Correct. Which creature ran up the clock in the rhyme Hickory? Ralph.
The mouse.
Correct. In the Old Testament, the second plague of Egypt was an invasion of what animal beginning with? Alex.
Locust.
Incorrect. Beginning with the letter F.
Take it.
Ralph.
Flies.
Incorrect. It was frogs. Which country won the 1992 UEFA European Football? Alex.
Denmark.
Correct. Wow. Good Lord. That's 2 one-question shootouts in the same match that went to a second question shootout. The clock got so intense that the audio stopped playing.
I can't believe that the Unicorn managed to keep up with the pot.
I'm very surprisingly impressed, though I will have to nudge Ash when he's back from his gig later on and find out if that had an increase in the load, but I'm really pleased that it's kept up. That is going to make some marvellous TV, as Simpsons Angle is pointing out.
We've got to do this again sometime. This was great fun.
It was great fun. And I have to say, I don't know why, but I saw into the future and I thought, I'm going to need more questions, because the previous snacks have been 50. This one I exported 60. It took 56 questions to get to this point. So 4 questions going on you. So that is fantastic foresight on my part. It was a great match, but Ralph, a couple of times you got Alex down to 0, but he's just managing to hang on there and fight back. And the opportunity there with the plagues question, but going for flies. I believe flies was the 10th plague, frogs being the second. But an absolutely tremendous performance from you there. And you will, of course, get your 7 points for coming second. And you've got another match to look forward to. Have you had a good time?
Yes, thanks.
Wonderful. We will see you in day 2 for your next heat, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Okay, you too.
Which means, after an absolutely nail-biting final round, we have got a winner in the shape of Alex.
I can't believe I just did that.
That was mad. That football question coming in was, again, there was a lot of hedging going on, which I think when you get to this point in the game where the clock is so fast and actually any early advantage that you've built up can be very quickly removed because those points are draining so quickly.
So, I got a wrong answer very early in that round and thought, okay,
yeah,
I'm on the back
I thought,
foot.
is that it? Yeah, because you
I
a
just
lot
kept
to catch up on.
And popping in. And when the plagues one came in and you said F, I just went, take it. I don't know if you heard me just go, take it.
I did hear it. And I just reading the questions and concentrating all I can on that. But I'm very much looking forward to watching that back a little bit later on. But huge congratulations. You go and enjoy your beer.
I'm going to have to walk this one off.
Look, we'll take 5 minutes before our next game. So you've got an opportunity to go have some beer and have a scream.
This is a great advertisement, just like in the 80s. I bet he drinks Carlin Black Label.
I bet he does. Well, look, congratulations. 10 points on the leaderboard. I'll publish the full leaderboard a little bit later on into the Discord, but you're off to a very, very good start in this tournament, Alex, and we will see you for day 2.
Thanks, mate. I'm just going to have a bit of a scream in the corner.
Go have a little lie down. We'll see you for Google that in a bit. Take care.
See ya. Thanks.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I ever anticipated something like that when this format came about, but what a heat that was. I will definitely be going to watch that back a bit later on. A reminder for everyone that I am clipping the individual segments of each stream for the Drain heats. They're all in a collection on Twitch, and I'm saving them locally. At the end of the tournament, they will all be available to view back in one big YouTube video, or possibly multiple YouTube videos. But yeah, do make sure you go back and watch that on the VOD again, because I think that's not something that bears watching more than once. That is it for the Drain. I'm going to take a proper break now. I'm going to refill my glass and stretch my legs. But when we return, we will be playing Google That, as written by Lingomaniac, proofed by myself and Stimpson's Angle. And I'm very much looking forward to sharing those questions with you. Take this opportunity to go recharge your glasses and pop to the loo. Maybe go get some air after that intense game. And we'll have some more quiz for you as when game night continues with Google That in about 5 minutes' time. You don't want to miss it. I will see you there. opportunity to catch your breath, and I think just that. Well, it's only 74 pennies, but still a wow. Let's unmute alerts. And anyone else I need to greet? No, I'm going to continue going through these raid messages. Ads coming in, and when we return, Google that as the final part of game night this Saturday night. I will see you there. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
What a match.
Welcome back to the third and final part of this evening's game night, where it's time for Google That. Did you enjoy our award-winning credits? Oh yeah, not credits, titles. Our award-winning title sequence that has yet to win any awards, except it's won the awards in all our hearts. Those warring letters, and then it pans out and it wasn't UI, it was all in 3D space. Oh, how incredibly exciting. You got your breath back after that game of the drain? I just about have. If you haven't, tough luck, because it's time for another game. Google that. Enter the code. GLX8 is the code you need. Universal controller there. Root code now in the chat as well. You can exclude if you don't want to appear in the hot seat. There is a perfectly valid lobby game as well. Apart from that, they're basically the same game, except in the hot seat game you get a chance at gold, silver and bronze, and you get your avatar and scores more readily on display. So that's exciting. Do come and join us. Quick opportunity to do some promotion at this point. Why don't you come back and join Game Night again next week? If you're not following us already, do hit that follow button now. Smash the granny out of that follow button. And then you'll never miss when I'm going live. And won't that be good? Thursday and Saturday is when you'll catch me streaming, 8 p.m. GMT, or British Summer Time at the moment. This coming Thursday, 21st of May, Money Box by John. Next heat of the Drain, heat number 6. It's gaining some traction now. That will be the third one in 3 consecutive streams. So, yeah, we'll have a break on the following Saturday, but looking forward to that. And then the return of Power Play on Thursday as well. That's been written by Shadowmane, and only the second appearance of that game. So do come along on Thursday night for what promises to be a super fun stream. If you're just around at the weekend, next Saturday, the 23rd of May, we've got Cryptex by our resident crossword expert, Dogfish. We've got DEF CON at half-time by OM Dalton, and we'll be wrapping with The Abyss by Arun Aromatic. So 3 very, very popular games there. That's next Saturday, 8 o'clock. BST right here, twitch.tv/royal_flush. Don't forget, if you have missed anything or if you want to go rerun the fun, I need to say that more often, but is that a Funhouse thing? Let's rerun the fun. I feel like it was. If you want to go rerun the fun, PersephoneShare.com/on-demand for any game nights going right back to season 1, right back in 2020. You can go and catch them all and live them all over again for as much quiz as you can shake a stick at. Don't forget, Ash is going to be back with us next week. I know he's out gigging this evening because he's as well as being a fine programmer, he's also a fine musician as well. And as with most gigging musicians, most of his summer is taken up with gigs and weddings and festivals and things. So he's out this evening, but I believe he's going to be back on Wednesday for season 20 of Quiz Night. If you're not giving him a follow, do go and do so. Quick reminder that you can go check your pennies and your medal cabinets over at PersephoneShare.com/pennybank, and you can come and join the Discord for all the latest news and information, and just to generally come and hang out with us like when stream is live. live. There's a little group in there at the moment. All look like they're having a lovely time. I can't actually tell because I've just got avatars on a screen, but I assume they're having a lovely time. Don't forget, you can suggest the raid message tonight. I have filtered some of them out, and I've got it down to a relatively short list, but there's still time to suggest some more. If something amusing happens, you could be the episode title tonight. Pyro Pygmy, welcome to the stream. Finally, just need to clarify for this game, despite the fact it is called Google That, that is not a challenge. It is not something that suggests you have to go and Google it. It was, if you really want to know, it was a slightly passive-aggressive title to combat or as to dig at people who, at the time when it was devised, were trying to cheat the format. But we do not allow Googling in this community, and if you are caught or discovered to be cheating in any way, you will be banned. We don't want to have to do that. It just leaves a bad taste for everybody, but just don't do it. Just play fair, and all will be well. Right, once more round the lobby loop, and then I think we're going to lock it up and get into this. This is Google That. It's been written by Lingomaniac, and it's been proofed by Stimpson and myself. I think I might be getting ill. That's what I think. I think I might be getting ill, which is a shame.
What a shame.
What a shame, indeed. Okay, GLXH, last chance to come and join. The loop is coming to an end. I'm going to let it pan, and then I'm going to lock it up. Okie dokie, let's lock the lobby. Okay, looking at my log, I can tell you that possibly more than 25 players have joined, but there are 24 eligible to be selected for the 12 seats in the hot seat game. Everyone else will automatically be enrolled into the lobby game. So if you're not one of these 12, it's still a great fun game to do. Just won't be looking at your score quite as often. So I think without any further ado, let's select the 12 players who are going to be playing Google That tonight. And we're going to start on the middle row there with Natter. Come on down. Look mom nom lol. Look mom nom ol, if you like. Welcome to the game, Natter. Down to the front row, there's Ice Tim. Welcome to the game. Muscular Athlete Championship. Welcome on in, Ice Tim. Into the centre row, Uncle Genie, a.k.a. Jogging. Welcome on in, Jogging. Great to have you here. Welcome to Google That. Up to the back row. It's Oni. Welcome on into the game, Oni. First seat on the back row. Still got 8 seats available. Let's take our next one. Over in the centre, it's Ralph. It's Ralph versus Oni all over again. Lupine, welcome to the game. Where are we going next? Back down to the front row. We've got AB Me. Welcome on into the game. Sorry I couldn't give you a yellow floor to go with your yellow name. Up back to the back row, and Marcini's going to take a seat next to Oni. Welcome on in, TVP. Lovely to have you with us. Over halfway through now. Let's go back to the front row, and let's bring Opsimax into the game, who's going to confuse everyone with his red avatar when the podium goes red. I'm sure we'll figure it out. In the middle row, there's Mark Dolan, a.k.a. Arun Aromatics. Lovely to have you in here, Arun. Good luck in Google That tonight. Just a few spots left to fill. Up on the back row, there's Clive of Legend. The red shirt goes with the red floor. Lovely stuff. Just the 2 more seats. One on the front row there, and it's going to Conradlac. Welcome on into the game, Conradlac. And our final seat tonight. Oh, is it Orange? Orange doesn't read well on camera. Final seat on the back row. It goes to Flyboy. Those are our 12 players. I hope you're all ready to play Google That tonight. Look, there's lots of Opsimaxes. Lots of players are Opsimats. Everyone is Opsimat if they get it wrong. That's how it works. Well, those are our dynamic dozen. Clive, Oni, Marcini, Flyboy, Ralph, Arun, Natter, Jogging, ABME, Ice Tim, Opsy, and Conradlac. You are going to be battling across the 5 rounds that Lingo has provided this evening for gold, silver, and bronze medals. And everyone else who's playing in the lobby game, there is a lobby medal available to you at the end. And, of course, everybody gets a chance to win pennies. And what do pennies make? Prizes for some people, eventually. Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it, really? Well, hope you're ready to play. Round 1. as ever. Round 1 is the early bird, and here is how to play. Answer the multiple choice question as quickly as possible. In the hot seat game, the fastest correct player scores 10 points. Subsequent correct players score 2 points fewer than the previous player, so 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. After the 5th correct answer is received, remaining players will score no points, irrespective of their answer. Even if they're right, they're not going to get points if they're not in the first 5 to answer. In the audience game, basically the same, but it's the number of players in the game. So if there was 20 of you, the first player to answer would get 20 points, the next would get 19, the next would get 18, and so on. So basically Danger Zone scoring if you play Danger Zone on Thursday night. Long and short of it is multiple choice questions, get it right and be as quick as you can. But make sure you read the question, because some of these are a little bit foxy, vexing. There's a sentence there somewhere. Now, I'm going to load the question, and you've got 15 seconds for each of these, and this is the only round where the question will start the second I hit the display question button. There is no countdown, so you just got to be on your guard. I'll give you as much countdown as I can from a sedentary position here, but if you've got latency, it might be a bit troubling. It might be a bit late. So, keep your eyes on your devices, everyone. It's the early bird, 4 options, and here is your first question. Which of these playing cards displays rotational symmetry when rotated 180 degrees? 5 of clubs, 5 of diamonds, 5 of hearts, 5 of spades. Time. Nice easy one to start with. 5 of diamonds is the answer. Yes, because of the pip in the middle, it's rotationally symmetrical around 180. The suit itself must also have rotational symmetry. Of course, the heart, the club, and the spade do not have rotational symmetry around 180 degrees, or any rotational symmetry for that matter. Natter got there first for 10 points. Lupine was second for 8. Oni getting 6. Cobradlak getting 4. And AB Me getting 2. Ice Tim, Flyboy, Arun, Jogging, and Optimat, you were all correct, but unfortunately you were too slow, so no points. Rip. Rip the Google that pips, indeed. Yeah, there was a time and place where we've evolved. We don't have the pips anymore. Clive and TVP incorrect on that one. Let's go on to our next question. Take a look at this. Oh, Lord. This will be fun. Take a look. Which of these colours can be found in a standard 8-pack of Crayola crayons? Hashtag FFFF00, hash FF00FF, hash FFFFFF, or hash 00FFFF. Tips out for Harambe. That was a quiz team name for the longest time when I was at uni. It was, yeah, tips out for Harambe. It was a different time. The correct answer to that one, FFFF00, hashtag F's in chat, indeed. So this is the one thing as a software engineer, as a programmer, hex color codes just do not persist into my long-term memory. I cannot get that. I have to use fortunately they don't have to persist because it's such a common thing that you can do it on Google. But an 8-pack consists of red, orange, yellow, which is what FFFF00 is, green, blue, purple, violet, brown, and black. The wrong answers, incidentally, correspond to fuchsia or magenta, aqua or cyan, and white, which is the all the Fs is white. I think. Is all the S white or is all the S black? Was that black? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. What's FFFFFF? That would be yellow. Okay, so there is a black. Should it be 000000? Because there's a black? Let's find out. Is that white? No, that's white. You see what I mean? All F's is white, all do. Yeah. Do you see what I mean about it not... Yeah, of course, because it's full, because it's all the colours. And basically, yeah. See what I mean about it not persisting to long-term memory? I just cannot get it around into my head. Never mind. Jogging was the fastest there for 10 points. Only picking up 8, and everybody else was sadly incorrect. Look, the hoodie's coming off. The hoodie's coming off, gang. All primary colours. Yeah, I know that now. Now I've sat and thought about it for more than 10 seconds. Let's go on. Question number 3. I'm going to assume that the broadcast and the universe controller will be fine. It may not. That you may have an interesting answer for one of them. Let's find out. Here's your question. No, it's fine. Which of these lines describing world events appears latest in Bill Wurtz's History of the Entire World, I Guess? That's a scam. Here's 95 reasons why. Wait, if France is broke, why do the King and Queen still wear such fancy dresses? Whoops, half of Europe just died. Or if the world is round, let's go this way to India. Slash predict will the broadcast Unicom. Well, the broadcast is fine. Was the Unicom fine? Is the Unicom fine? Because what's happened in the operator... yes, there's a lot to read. Okay, what's happened in the operator is that it's taken the comma, which is normally the answer separator in the payload, and it's put slashes in them as though they're alts. So that's a bug in the operator side for this round, but I can probably live with it as long as it's fine your end. It didn't do that, fine. That's a tough question. That's a lot to read in a short amount of time. The answer, for what it's worth... Wait, if France is broke, why do the king and queen still wear such fancy dresses? To go through them, these events refer to the bubonic plague, which is whoops, half of Europe just died, circa 1350. Christopher Columbus, circa 1492. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. And Martin Luther's 95 Thesis from 1517. That's a scam. Here's 95 reasons why. The correct answer, which was the latest of those, is the French Revolution from the late 1700s. That's what you were trying to get at there. Optimat was fastest for 10. Tim picking up 8, ABME getting 6, Only getting 4, a run getting 2, TVP also getting the right answer, but just a bit slow. Everybody else incorrect. Let's clear that question and go to question number 4. Oh, something easier to read here. You'll be relieved here. Take a look. Which of these deities does not belong to the same pantheon as the others? Ares, Bacchus, Ceres, or Diana? Time. Correct answer. It's Ares, who is the Greek god of war. Bacchus, Ceres, and Diana or Ceres, Diana, are all Roman deities, Roman gods of wine, agriculture, and the hunt, respectively. If you've been playing a lot of Hades lately, you would have a home team advantage there. Ares was the right answer. Clive getting there first, Jogging getting there second, Ice Tim getting there third. Very well done to you three. Right, G. Items, welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you're keeping well. One more question in this round. Let's put 15 seconds on the clock and take a... This is a very clever question. It's quintessentially Google that. See what you think of this. Anatomically speaking, which of these most closely resembles a valid call in a game of Twister? Left calcaneus blue, right patella green, left malleus yellow, or right scapula red? It is wedding season, G-Items. Have a lovely time. I think Bash is at a wedding this afternoon. I think he's gigging at it. Are you gigging or are you... Is it business or pleasure, G-Items, so to speak? That's time up. The correct answer... Left calcaneus blue. The calcaneus is your heel bone, so it's effectively left foot blue, or as close as you can get from the answers that are there. Family of the bead or the bride. Lovely stuff. So the scapula is your shoulder. So you wouldn't go right shoulder red. That would be an odd game of Twister. Patella is your kneecap, so you wouldn't go right knee green. And the malleus is your ear. Left ear yellow. I mean, that might add a new sort of vibe to Twister if you decided to play by those rules. Yeah, not one that happens in my house very often. Flyboy getting there, I think just taken for a bit of a punt, Flyboy, considering you answered in 1.27 seconds without having even seen the question. Flyboy getting 10 points, Ice Tim getting 8, Lupine getting 6, ABME getting 4, Arun getting 2, Clive Conradlack and Oni all correct, but a little bit slow, so no points. That's the end of the question. And after 5 questions, that is also the end of the round, and Ice Tim has got the lead. So very good and fast answering from Ice Tim there, who takes an early lead with 22. Jogging's in second with 18. Oni in third with 18. We then got Ralph with 14. ABME with 12. Clive, Flyboy, Natter, and Opsy all tied up with 10. Conradlack had a run with 4. And Marcini yet to score, but there is still plenty of time left in this game. Let's take a look at our audience leaderboard and see how we're doing. We're going over 2 pages. Clennon on 4. Silent Marine 13. Silver Electron 14. Matt on 15, Green Day 16, Stilgar 17, Pyro 18. There are 19 players altogether in the lobby, by the way. Alexander on 24, Coda on 26, as is Woodyback, Shapes on 34, JR 35, Colin 35 for Front 339, Ape on 44, Shadow on 49, Jerry 53, Fetz 59, but Ben currently leading the charge with 64 points. Currently lined up for that lobby medal, but a long way to go. 5 rounds in this game tonight. I think we should go to round 2. It's chicken, which I think is one of the latest ones that I've implemented. I think we might have seen this last time. Here's a reminder of the rules. Oh, yes, the complicated round. Read your devices carefully or listen to the dulcet sounds of my voice. Bid from 1 to 10 based on a category. Abstention from bidding will cause a default bid of 1. The highest 50% of bids plus any ties will be eligible to answer the question. Answer the question correctly and you win your bid. Hooray. Answer the question incorrectly and you lose your bid. Boo.
What a shame.
What a shame. Abstain from answering and you will lose half your bid. Rounded up. That is there. So if the question comes up and you think, actually, I haven't got a clue, it's damage limitation if you abstain from the question. But it does prevent you from just bidding 10 on everything and then sitting it out. So you still get a little penalty, or half your bid of a penalty, if you bid and then don't answer. Players who are ineligible to answer, i.e. the low half of bidders, will be awarded a point for every incorrect player in play up to a maximum of their bid. You are not given points for abstentions, but for every player who is actively wrong, you will get a point. Those are called the Luigi strats. So it's that round where if you think you're going to do well, bid higher. The higher you bid, the more chance you have of being able to play the question. The lower you bid, the less chance. But if it's a question no one wants to answer and everyone bids low, you might end up having to play it anyway. So, a lot of strategy to think about in this round. That's how to play. Both games are exactly the same, just playing with a different pool of people. Let's take a look at our first category. You're bidding from 1 to 10. Oh, and welcome Happy OK, falling from the sky and taking their seat in the audience. Let's take a look at our first category. 10 seconds on the clock. And the category is... category. Because it looks like we don't have any categories loaded into the question. So at least it's not crashed, which is something. I'm going to make a category up. The category for this, it's fine, it'll be fine. I'm going to tell you the category. The category sure is category. The category is category. We'll call this... fortunately, it doesn't just open the question. I've got another cue before I do that. Food and drink is the category I'm going to name this. Food and drink. Bidding from 1 to 10. 10 seconds starts now. And that's time. It might just be this one, Lingo Maniac. If it's a persistent problem, then I'll check the data and find out what's going on. But yes, that would be useful if you can. Otherwise, I can just make stuff up. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players have all bid 10. Clive Lupine, Arun Jogging, and Oni. And Conradlac bidding 6 is also eligible to play. Natter, AB Me, Ice Tim, Flyboy, TVP, and Opsimax bidding 5, 4, 4, 2, 2, and 2 respectively will be ineligible to play, and hoping lots of players get them wrong. So they have gone orange with the the white cross to show that they're ineligible to play and that the bids are on the podium of the other players. Good luck to you 6. Here is your question. One of the 3 common vegetables that make up mirepoix, which is not safe for a dog to eat? Of the 3 common vegetables that make up mirepoix, which is not safe for a dog to eat? 10 seconds. No, 15 seconds. Mirepoix. Mirepoix. And that is time. I had to look up what this was because I didn't actually know. The correct answer, incidentally, onion is what we wanted there. Oh, it was a big blank category. It's very blank. Yeah, so mirepoix is carrot. Where are my notes? Leeks, carrots, and celeriac. No, that's not what it says. Just read the notes here. Onions and other alliums contain N-propyl disulfide, which can harm a dog's red blood cells because they lack the enzymes needed to break it down. Humans don't have to worry about this. Onions, carrots, and celery. Thank you, Lingo. Also, carrots and celery, which are the other 2. It is in the notes. I need to trust the notes is what I need to do. Carrots and celery, the other 2 vegetables that make up mirepoix, are generally fine for dogs, as Dexter knows, because every morning we go for a walk, and on the way back from the walk we pass the grocers, and every day we go in, even if we don't need to buy anything for the day, and he gets a carrot every day and a Scooby snack. They're friends of ours, so it's kind of nice, kind of cute. Celery is in Mirepoix, Ralph, but is not the answer we were after. It does mean AB Me, Ice Tim, Flyboy, Natter, TVP, and Optimats all getting 1 point for that incorrect answer. Conradlet gets his 6, and everyone else gets their 10, apart from Lupine, who loses their 10. And there they are there. And I think in honour of that, Lupine, yeah, losing 10 points. Don't worry, you can still make it up. Right, let's go to our next question. Colin, welcome to the game. Okay, the category for this one, I think, again, we've lost it. So, yes, Lingo, if you can do your thing in the chat. Because the category is, once again, category. Minerals and video games. Now, here's the thing that is worrying me. I remember very clearly seeing that in QForge, which means this is possibly a data error of QForge proportions, which means I might be patching that very soon. Apologies, Lingo. Thank you for being on standby. Animals and vegetables. So minerals and video games. Very good. Very good indeed. Rip that. I'm sorry, bro. I'll check. I'll find out what's going on with stuff here. So, minerals and video games is the category, bidding from 1 to 10. 10 seconds to decide, and the time starts now. One moment. Hold the phone, caller. Just texting my girlfriend to see if she can bring me another glass of Prosecco. Okay. 3 players have bid 10. Clive, Lupine and Conradlet going for 10. Oni going for 8. Natter and Jogging going for 6. You guys are all eligible. TVP going for 5. Not quite making the cut there. You are going to be ineligible potentially, though. Could get 5 points if 5 players are wrong. ABME and Ice Tim going for 4. Optimats for 3. Flyboy for 2. And a run for 2 as well. So let's blank you out. Put 15 seconds on the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Put 15 seconds on the clock and take a look at this question. The Pokemon games that are named after forms of corundum were originally released for which console? And that is time. The correct answer was the Game Boy Advance. Yes, Ruby and Sapphire were the ones in question. They're both forms of corundum. Originally released in Japan November 2002 and in North America March 2003. In Australia April 2003 and in Europe July 2003. It was the Game Boy Advance generation. Now, how did you all do? Quite interesting. 3 players getting it right. Clive, Lupine, and Natter. Clive and Lupine getting their 10. Natter getting their 6. A wrong answer from Oni going for the Nintendo DS. No, that was just a little bit later. And Jogging losing 3. Conradlet losing 5. Abstention being the better part of Valor there. Damage limitation just losing the half of their bid after choosing not to attempt it. And it's a Luigi point for ABME, Ice Tim, Flyboy, a run, TVP, and Optimats with just the 1 incorrect answer. Those are the scores changes after that question, and there's the overall scores. Should have not bid so high. That is often the way. That is often the way after you think about it. But let's see, Conradlet, if you get on any better with this category. 10 seconds on the clock, and the category is Lingomaniac. TV shows influencing other TV shows. TV shows influencing other TV shows. 10 seconds to place a bid on that. Time starts now. Bids are in, and we've got a tie this time. Clive going for 10, Optimats for 8, Conradlet for 6, Natter for 5, And then 3 players, Ice Tim, Lupine and Jogging, all bidding 4. They will all be eligible to play. Oni and TVP going for 3, ABME, Flyboy and Arun going for 2. You will be ineligible to play and you're going to go orange, but hopefully you're going to get some Luigi points if some of those 7 players get the answer wrong. Remember, if you don't know, you can abstain to damage limit the number of points that you lose, but you want to try and win as many points as you can. So here is a question on TV shows influencing other TV shows. What US sitcom was the inspiration for Clavin's rule in Final Jeopardy? A rule of thumb that states that a first place player with more than twice the second place score shouldn't wager at all. 15 seconds starts now. What US sitcom was the inspiration for Clavin's rule in Final Jeopardy? A rule of thumb that states that a first place player with more than twice the second place score shouldn't wager at all. Time up. And the correct... really hope nobody blew 22,000 big ones on this. The correct answer... it was Cheers, specifically the episode What is Cliff Clavin? As someone who's never seen Cheers and only has a passing familiarity with US Jeopardy, this was something that was completely out of my remit, but it was not out of Optimat or Ice Tim's remit, who gave me a correct answer very quickly, both of them as well. Optimat at 2.5 seconds, Ice Tim in just over 3. Optimat picking up 8, Ice Tim picking up 4. Jogging going for I Love Lucy, Clive going for Frasier, which was the spin-off of Cheers, I believe, but I think it was Cheers specifically that we wanted. Lupine, Natter and Conradlac choosing to sit that one out. Damage limitation, Lupine losing the 2, Natter and Conradlac losing the 3, Jogging losing the 4, Clive losing the full 10, and with 2 incorrect answers there, TVP, Oni, Arun, Flyboy and ABME all pick up 2 points. And there they are. What a beautiful array of colours. Oh, we've been joined by a beautiful array of colours. Oh, it's a rainbow actually, Derek. Right, on we go. Category number 4. Lingo, you know what you must do. The category is composers and computers. Composers and computers. You have 10 seconds to bid, starting now. Okie dokie. What's happened? Oh, the log has not... I need to clear my logs. I'm going to have to work this out manually. That's really annoying. Clive and Arun have both bid 10, so they'll be in. Ice Tim's bid 7, so they'll be in. And then Oni and Natter on 5 and Jogging on 6. I think that's all of them. I think it's just the 6. Everyone else is going to be out. Let's find out. Yes, there we go. So, yeah, normally that's in the log. It's much easier to read. 10-10, 7-6, 5-5. Everyone else hoping for Luigi points. Here is the question on composers and computers. What D is an alternative to QWERTY and the name of a Czech composer born in 1841? This is the only answer I would have anticipated from that category pair. Correct answer is Dvorak. The keyboard layout is named after its inventor August Dvorak. No relation to Antonin Dvorak, Czech composer from 1841, as far as anybody can tell. Dvorak, of course, famous for, perhaps most famously for his New World Symphony, which is the da 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 da, the Hovis advert, you may know it as. New World Symphony. Symphony number 9, I want to say. Yeah, Dvorak Symphony number 9 from the New World. Really lovely piece of music. Now, there were a lot of correct answers there. Clive, Arun, Ice Tim, Jogging and Oni all banking their bids 10, 10, 7, 6 and 5 respectively. Natter attempting Dvati, and I think possibly in the right sort of ballpark, but unfortunately not going to fly, so you're going to lose your bid of 5 points. And ABME, Flyboy, Lupine, Conradlac, TVP and Optimat all get their 1 Luigi point. Very well played. That's how it's changed the scores. Anagram of Anorak. What's an anagram of Anorak? Dvorak? No, it's not. Is it? No, it isn't. You're pulling my leg, you are, jogging. You're winding me up. 10 seconds to bid on cartoon characters and the internet. Cartoon characters and the internet is the category. You have 10 seconds to bid, starting now. I've only just read this question properly. I've only just clocked what's going on here, and I love it. So, cartoon characters and the internet. Clive, Lupine and Natter all bidding 10. Opsy bidding 9. Ice Tim and Oni bidding 5. You 6 will be eligible. AB, me and Jogging going for 4. Flyboy for and Conradalak and TVP for 3. And a run for 2. You will all be ineligible. So, let's see if you can convert this question. A number of variations here because there are 2 bits of information that are required for this question. Here it is on cartoon characters and the internet. The subreddit r/Cosmo and Wonder consists of photos of everyday items in what 2 colours? And I am going to be joining that subreddit as soon as the quiz has finished. The correct answer, green and pink or any variation thereupon. Ice Tim going for green and red. Unfortunately, I don't think we can quite take that. It is very much a pink and not a red. Yeah, it's a nod to how Cosmo and Wanda from the Fairly Odd Parents would often disguise themselves as everyday objects when out in public, but then maintain their green and pink colour schemes respectively. Not much drama there, just Ice Tim giving me the wrong answer, losing 5 points, and giving TVP Jogging a run. Conrad Let Flyboy and AB me 1 Luigi point. Only picks up 5 though. Optimath picks up 9. Natter, Lupine and Clive all pick up 10. That is how it has affected the scores, or that's the scores that you've won or lost, and those are the scores because that is question 5. That is the end of the round, and my goodness me, what a close run thing. But right now, it's Clive who's got the lead. A million different alternate answers. Yes, that would be. There are a lot of different variations. The Fairly Odd Parents or the Fairy Godparents and whatever else there is. Clive's got the lead with 40. Oni's in second with 32. A tie in third. Ice Tim and Opsy both with 30 points apiece. A run moving up the ranks, now tied with Jogging with 28 each. Ralph has 23. Natter's got 19. AB Me on 18. Flyboy on 16. Marcini on 6. And Google Rad, aka Conradalak, on 4. We're still only 2 rounds in though, so there's plenty of time to change those around. Over in the audience game, Clement on -6. We're going into it's the QI of scoring at this point. Happy's got 4, Effrontery on 12, Stilgar 18, Silent Marine 23, Woollyback 26, Pyro 29, Green Day on 30, Silverlex on 36. Google that, Alex on 37, Matt on 44, Colin 45, Colin 40, Cola, beg your pardon, 46, Vets on and JR on 50, Shadowmane 54, Shapes on 58, Ben on 73, and a tie at the top, Ape and Jerry both on 74. My. Does Clement owe me pennies? No, I have got some code that won't remove pennies from people. You once pennies have been given, they can never be lost. That's sort of a long-term policy that we enact here. So no, Clement won't owe me pennies. They just won't win any if they finish on that score. No. Once your pennies are yours, they're yours. But yes, a tie in the audience game, 74 points apiece, and Ben just a single point behind. So much to play for there. We will watch that future with great interest. I'm sure we will. But all of you all want me to get on with the quiz, don't you? Shall we see what we've got in store for round 3? I think we should. It's taboo! If you hadn't had enough distinction tonight, now it's time for a little bit more. Here's how to play. Give a single answer to the list form question in the hot seat game. The fewer people who say the answer, the more points are awarded. Basically, just like distinction that we played earlier on, round 2 and round 4 of that. Give me the rarest correct answer. Unlike distinction though, slightly different scoring metrics here. Distinct answers will score 10 points. So if you're the only person to say it, you get 10 points. If your answer is shared by somebody else, if 2 players give the same answer, you get 6 points. If it's shared by 3 or 4 people, you get 4 and then 2 points. If you give me a wrong answer, or if 5 or more people say the same answer, you get no points. So unlike Distinction, where a correct answer guarantees points, here you've really got to find the rare answers. The same logic applies though. Remember, everyone's looking for the rare answers, so sometimes the obvious answer can be the winning answer. Audience, you've got a slightly different game to play here. You're playing a game of match game, because condoning is tricky with the audience game. So all you've got to do is match with any answer given by any player, whether right or wrong, in the hot seat. So if it's a question, I don't know, name a colour on a Rubik's Cube, and you say red, as long as somebody in the hot seat game says red, you get 10 points. Doesn't matter if red is a right or wrong answer. So audience players, you need to think, what are the hot seat players going to say? Hot seat players, you need to think, what are the hot seat players not going to say? Very interesting meta in this game, and I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. So, let's stick 15 seconds on the clock. This first question requires a numerical answer. I will stress numerical answer, and I will also cover it by saying don't put any punctuation because it might flag it as wrong potentially, okay? So, numerical answer, no punctuation, and because it's not technically a numerical question, you will be able to type letters. So just take your time. You've got 15 seconds to have a think about the answer, and thank you, 8, for popping that into the chat as well. Yeah, winning lines answer format, that's what you want. Here is your first question. Name a cash value, also no pound or dollar signs or anything. Name a cash value that standardly appears in either the Noel Edmonds or Stephen Mulhern iterations of Deal or No Deal, but not both. So a cash value that appears in one of the Deal or No Deals that we've seen here in the UK, but does not appear in both. You've got 15 seconds to type your answer, and your time starts now. Okay. Let's reveal the answers you could have said, and then let's see what happened in our hot seat game. So the numbers you could have had were 2,000, 4,000, 7,500, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 35,000, or 250,000. How this breaks down, the blue side is the same in both versions. So everything on the left-hand side is immediately a wrong answer because they appear in both versions. The revival took out the 15, 20, 35, and 250. So those 4 answers only appear in the Noel Edmonds original, and it replaces them with 2, 4, 7.5, and 25k. So the 2, 4, 7.5, and 25k only appear in the Mulhern version. Any of those 8 answers would have been correct. Let's have a look and see what you said. Oh, interesting. So we have got 2 players, Conrad Lack and Arun, going for 15,000 for 6 points. ABB and Clive both going for 250,000 for 6 points. Oni going for 35,000, the only unique answer up there, picking up 10 points. Everyone else giving me a wrong answer, 12,000, 3,000, 500, 750, and then 3 players going for 75,000. It is one of the bigger values that is in both versions, unfortunately. No points, no condoning that I need to do. Well done if you gave me a correct answer. Poconuts, welcome to the stream as well. Right, another one. Hopefully there won't be as many qualifications that I need to do on this. So in fact, this was dead easy because this one will require a very short answer. Name a 2-letter word in the Collins Scrabble words list that contains a J, Q, X, or Z. 15 seconds. Time starts now. Okay, let's take a look and see what you could have said. You could have said axe, X, ya, Joe, ox, chi, z, zoo, za, z, or zo. That sounds very strange when said out of context. There is another CSW24, but it doesn't add any new two-letter words. So this is from the CSW19 version, I believe. Now, this is really interesting because I can tell you, all 12 players gave me a correct answer. But are all 12 players going to get points? Out the door, and in through the door. Thank you, my love. There it is through the door. Oh, and the dog has come to join me. You don't like Google that. You get bored because you're a dog. Right, let's see. Did everyone get points? It looks like they did. Now, rather pleasingly, ABME, Conradlac and Natter have all got 10 points for X, Jar and Joe, respectively. Ice Tim and Optimat both getting 6 for both saying Zoo, XU. 3 players going for Chi, as in QI, Lupine, Oni and TVP for 4 points. And then 4 players going for Ox, Clive, Flyboy, a run and jogging. But it's a happy ending. Everybody gets points, which is lovely to see. Well done. Green Day saying, damn it, Hot Seat players. Green Day not getting any points because Green Day said ZA, Z-A, which was a correct answer, but it doesn't look like anyone said it. Oh,
what a shame.
What a shame, Green Day. But great answer all the same. All the same. Now, on we go to our next question. Name a country that played a quarter-final match during the 2022 FIFA World Cup. 15 seconds. Time starts now. And that is time up. You could have said any of the following. Argentina, Brazil, Croatia, England, France, Morocco, the Kingdom of the Netherlands, or Portugal. I haven't done the notes which highlight this because there were some really good notes here. I think France won. France beat another team. I think France beat the Argies. France beat Argentina, I think, in the final on penalties, possibly. England were beaten by France in the quarter-final. Argentina beat France all the way around, my bad. England went out to France in the quarter-finals, and was it Morocco-Netherlands in the third-place playoff, or Morocco-Croatia? I think Morocco were in the third-place match. Someone will tell me who came third in a minute, won't they? Who came third? Was it Morocco? Morocco beat Spain to make the semis. What? No, they didn't, because Spain wasn't an answer. Spain weren't in the quarters. Croatia got third, Morocco came fourth. Okay, there we go. Right, good. Well done everyone there. Yes, they're in individual answers. That is on my to-do list, Lingo, to update the model so it will pull those in, but it doesn't at the moment. But I thank you for the notes. Now, let's go and see what you all said. Oh, dearie me. We've got a lot of red lights, different colour red lights as well. So first of all, Conradlac's gone a dark red because they didn't give an answer. Oni's also gone dark red because they said Australia, which was not correct. And then we've got the light red for Ice Tim, Flyboy, a run, jogging, and Opsimat, and no points because that's 5 players all saying Morocco.
What a shame.
What a shame. Unless you're in the lobby game and you said Morocco, in which case, yay. Clive and ABME both going for France for 6. TVP and Lupine both going for Argentina for 6. And it's Natter who gets 10 points there for being the only player to say Croatia. Very well done indeed. Yes, should have put fucking England. Indeed you should. Never mind. There'll be another opportunity, I am sure. Let's take a look at our next question. Oh, it's another one that doesn't require much typing. Stupid game. Have a look at this. Name a letter whose lowercase form in Arial font has either an ascender or a descender. A letter whose lowercase form in Arial font, which is not the font on the Unicon, has either an ascender or a descender. 15 seconds. Time starts now. You used to love this round. None of them, Silent Marine. Arial is a very dull font that's useful for, reference books, not for fun motion graphics, in my not so humble opinion. The closest I come is actually in Picture This, which uses that nice font that lots of things use, Helvetica, I think, in Picture This. That's about as close as I come. Correct answers you could have had B, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, P, Q, T, Y. Ascenders are basically like the B and the D, where they've got a bit that goes above, extends above the X height, and for things like Y, Q, P, it extends below the X height. So, yeah, there you go. All in the intro, we all call Ariel Helvetica. Helvetica shit. Yeah, that seems about right. Now, did we all get a right answer? We didn't. Flyboy going for C. No, C does very much not have an ascender or a descender, unfortunately. ABB, Natter, and Opsy all going for B for 4 points. Lupine and Jogging getting 6 for H. Ice Tim and Clive getting... everyone else, I should say, getting 10 points. Ice Tim for Y, Clive for Q, TVP for J, Conradalac for G, Oni for F, and Arun for D. Very well done for those players getting 10 points. Lovely, lovely. One more question in this round, friends. Let's take a look at it. I like this question a lot. This is a very Google that question. Take a look. Name a US state from which you can drive... keyword there being drive in capital letters, directly into Canada. A US state from which you can drive directly into Canada. 15 seconds. Time starts now. Time. Correct answers you could have had: Alaska, Washington, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. You can drive through a field. Now, here's the interesting thing. Pennsylvania and Ohio also share borders, but they go entirely through Lake Erie, which you can't, or at the very least shouldn't, drive through. One that I noted down when I checked this earlier on is that Wisconsin feels like you should be able to, but also you can't, because Wisconsin is a weird one that borders... It sort of borders Canada, but something else takes over it. Is it Maine or something takes over the Wisconsin border? It's up there in America and stuff. American geography is not my area, but yeah, Wisconsin wears a Michigan as a hat. That's the one. Thank you, Megan. That's what I was going for there. Yes, Wisconsin wears Michigan as a hat. So let's see what our players said. Oh, that's a lot of lovely colours there. Well done indeed. Everyone getting points. Washington, the most popular answer there. ABME, Clive, Arun, and TVP all going for Washington for 2 points. Lupine and Ice Tim both going for New York. Jogging and Natter both going for Michigan for 6 points as well. And then Opsy, Oni, Flyboy, and Conradalac 10 points for North Dakota, Montana, Maine, and Alaska, respectively. Very well done indeed. I've enjoyed that round, particularly because I haven't had to condone anything. That is the end of the round. My word, look at these scores. It's a lot of close scores. 6-6, 6-6, 2-8, 2-8. 4548 4942 4652 5040. I can't tell. I think it's end the round, Ben. It's Clive and Oni leading the pack with 66. Ties in the hot seat. Very exciting, Clive. And would you kindly piss off, sir? You are not. Okay, fine. Come and say hi. Come and say hi. Oh, what a great big chungus. Oh, what a great big chungus. So it's Clive and Oni leading the charge with 66 points. A little bit of a gap, but not an enormous one, down to Ice Tim in second with 52. Opsy in third with 50. And then look at this. 49 for Natter, 48 for Arun, 46 for ABME, 45 for Ralph, 42 for Jogging, 40 for Conradalac. And then another little gap down to Flyboy and Marcini, both on 28. We'll allow that, Green Day. We'll allow that as a raid message. Would you kindly piss off, sir? Ties in the hot seat, very exciting. Yeah, indeed so. So, with only 2 rounds to go, there is still much to play for in this game. Let's take a look at our audience game, see how things are going. Hey, Clement, you don't owe me anything anymore. Yay, that calls for a button. Epic Alley, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Clement on 24, Effrontery on 32, Happy on 34, still got 38, Woollyback 46, Alexander on 47, Green Day on 50, Colin on 55. And going into our top 12, Pyro 59, JR on 60, Silent Marie 63, Fetz on 70, Matt 74, Cola 76, Shape 78, Silver Electron 86, Shadowmane 94, Jerry on 100, and Ape on 114, tying it up there. But Ben just sneaking in front, 9 points clear with 123. Currently in line for that lobby medal, but there are still 2 more rounds to go, and all of that could change very, very quickly. I think we should play round 4. Let's do that. It's the Rangefinder! Yes, everyone's favourite random number round. Here's how it works. Get as close to the numerical answer as possible. It's basically a microcosm of relativity, if you play that over on Ash's channel. In the hot seat game, the player closest to the correct answer scores 10 points. Subsequent players score fewer points, with the furthest 3 players away, or any players who abstain, scoring no points. In the event of an exact tie, the faster player will take priority. Okay, so basically, it's a game of estimation. Get as close to the answer as you can. The closer you are, the more points you get. In the audience game, it's exactly the same. Closest player scores points equal to the number of players in the audience game. The second closest scoring 1 point fewer, and so on. So again, your danger zone rules in your audience game, but the instructions are the same. Get as close to the number as you can. Right, let's load the question. And I think because when we first... Oh, Danny, get that. When we first played this game, I didn't give people enough time and I started the question immediately. So you've got 20 seconds for this one, but I will read the question in full first. Okay, so I could probably get away with 15 seconds here. But 20 seconds is what you have to... to submit your answer, and you will only be able to type numbers on this one. Get as close to the answer as you can. Here is our first question. In the 1985 video game Super Mario Bros., the word Mario is written above your score. How many white pixels does it take to draw the word Mario? I counted them individually when proofing this. This is a wonderful question, and you have 20 seconds to answer it. Okay, those are the answers. The highest looks like it belongs to a Rung with 2,500. Lowest looks to be Marcini with 13. The correct answer is 153. The M has 37, the A has 30, the R has 34, the I has 22, and the O has 30. Ice Tim just 3 away and banking 10 points there. Only the next closest 52 away getting 8. Then Lupine 59 away getting 7. APB and Jogging actually exactly the same distance away, both 85 away. Both going for 68, curiously, but ABME getting there first for 6 points. Then Conradalac, Clive Natter, and Opsy. TVP, Flyboy, and a Run. You were the 3 furthest away. Unfortunately, no points for you. Yeah, so later the spriters, I went through, I put the grid on, and I just counted them and go. I thought, yeah, that's the way to do it. Just sometimes you just have to count things. Right, good scores there. Let's take a look at our next question. Spatial awareness. Rounded to the nearest whole number of square centimeters, what is the surface area of a standard credit card? I count pixels. I do indeed. I am seeing lots of common multiple of common products coming in here, so people obviously taking a view and having a guess. The correct answer was 46. According to ISO IEC 7810, the dimensions are 8.56 by 5.398 centimeters, which yields an area of about 46.2 square centimeters, minus a negligible amount for the rounded corners. And yeah, you know what's even weirder about that? That was the first answer that came in, only answering in 5.5 seconds and getting 1 away, going for 45. I'm assuming you just assumed it was, what, 9 by 5? Is that a good guess as any? 9 by 5? And yeah, 9 by 5. There you go. Pretty spot on. 10 points. Ice Tim, not a bad guess either. 4 away for 7 points. Ice Tim going for 42. So I guess you thought maybe 6 by 7. Maybe it was a bit square perhaps. But a run just 4 away for. A run. You get 8 points. You're actually, because yes, a run's answer came in first. It logs it in the wrong order. Sorry, that's my bad. So a run getting 8 points. Ice Tim getting 7. AB Me, Conradlac, Jogging, Lupine, Clive, and Natter getting 6 to 1 points respectively. Flyboy 64 away. Optimath 96 away. TVP 821 away. What did you go for there, TVP? 867 square centimeters. I mean, that would be quite large. That's like 1 meter by 10 meters. Giant fucking credit card. So credit card the size of this room would be in all. No, that's not right. I'm talking. That's 80 centimeters. 80 centimeters by 1 meter. Yeah, 80 by 100. So it'd be a credit card the size of one of these monitors. I mean, you could get them. I don't think it's standard though. Let's go on to our next question. Ah, yes. I like this question for reasons that will become clear very, very, very shortly. How many runners completed the 2026 London Marathon? Tough question. You know what I read recently is that there's a crazy number of people apply to do the London Marathon. My best mate has applied to do it every year since he was 18 and never got to do it, despite living in London for a lot of that time. And if you take out like older people and children, it's something like 20% of the population applied to do the London Marathon. It's a staggering number of applications that they get. I have never run a marathon. I have got a goal for the end of the summer to be able to run a half marathon. You know, baby steps, 1 step at a time. I can tell you that in the 2026 London Marathon, there were 59,830 finishers out of 60,512 starters. If you take out older people and children. Yeah, no, that I do not suggest you to do that. But just in the context of running a marathon. TVP from the furthest away to the closest, 3830 away, guessing 56,000. Good guess and picking up 10 points. Ice Tim, 7,330 away, guessing 52.5. Again, very reasonable guess, getting yourself 8 points. Oni, just shy of 10,000 away, getting 7 points. Lupine, AB Me, Opsy, Clive, Flyboy, and a run getting 65432 and 1 points respectively. Furthest out were Jogging, 55,000 away, Natter, 59,000 away, and Conradlac, 59,817 away. So Conradlac was 100 further away than Natter, but no points for either of you on this occasion. Bad luck. Well done if you did get points. Yeah, fewer than 1,000 did not finish, it would turn out. 839,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 680 odd. 680 did not finish, which is pretty good out of 60,000. It was 1%. Yeah, it was exactly 1%. 99% people finished. That's pretty good. Right, another question. 20 seconds on the clock. Oh, this is one that is starting to test the gameplay logic because I still use integer values for this internally, and I should probably be using longs, but it does come in under the cutoff. How many decimal digits are in the world's largest known prime number discovered in October 2024? So how many digits long? Not what is the number, how many digits long is the number. You've got 20 seconds. Time starts now. Well, the log says telling me how far away you are. This is all just nonsense to me. I'm just going to let the computer do the working out. Doesn't take standard form. Now, this is data according to Merson.org. I cannot even fathom the distances away you are. The computer will work it out. The correct answer is 41,024,320. That's how many digits long it is. If you wanted to know, the number in question is 2 to the power of 136,279,841 minus 1. The minus 1 being very important, of course, because otherwise it'll be an even number and therefore, by definition, not prime. Well, I can tell you that the closest was the Lupine 1, who was a mere 9 million away. 8,975,680 away. Lupine banking the 10 points there. ABME 14 million away, picking up 8 points. And Flyboy 31 million away. 31,004,290 to be exact, picking up 7 points. Ice Tim was 31,024,319 away for 6. Only 40 million away, getting 5. Jogging 41 and a bit million, getting 4. Natter 41 and a bit more million, getting 3. Conradlac 94 million away. And astonishingly, and I only know this because it's logged them in the wrong order, Arun, Clive, TVP and Opsimat were all the same distance away. And I think I know how this has happened. It's because I'm assuming you have typed a number that is beyond the scope of an integer, and it's just given you what it does look very familiar: 2,106,459,327 away. All of you the same distance, which means you've probably broken the logic and gone beyond the maximum integer value. And out of you 4 being the furthest away, it's Arun who got a point because Arun was furthest away fastest. So that's nice, isn't it? Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. We've got one more question in this round before the big finish, and that is, it's nearly time for the end of quiz tonight. Goodness me. This is a nice question for you to think about and see what you make of this. As of today, how many days ago did Steamboat Willie first premiere? Famously, the first cartoon. I think it's recognised the first cartoon, certainly the first Disney cartoon. How many days ago did it first premiere? 20 seconds starts now. That'll be why, Ruth. Your keyboard smash got you a point. I've had to clear my log, so I may not get all the answers, but I think Lupine is going to win this. 35,608. Lupine didn't win it. Oh my god. Arun was only 108 away. That's astonishing. November 18th, my brother's birthday, 1928, a few years before my brother was born. 97 years, 5 months, and 28 days ago as of today. 1928. 8, Minky. Yeah, 28. Off by 1, you frustrated programmer. Lupine, I saw Lupine's answer come in very quickly. 35,000 and something. 122 away, but only 8 points. Then Opsimat 692 away, getting 7. Some good fast maths from these fastest players. Only 893 away, getting 6. Clive 2,500 away, getting 5. TVP 10,000 away, getting 4. Ice Tim 11,000 away, getting 3. Flyboy 17,000 out, getting 2. Jogging 254,000 out, but getting a point. Everyone else was more than 250,000 days out. ABB, Conradlac and Natter, no points for you. So it's been a very interesting round, genuinely interesting round, and I think we've all learnt a lot. But looking at those numbers, there is only one player who is in triple digits going into the final round. Leading the charge, it's Oni. I've just seen your comment, the Clement, that the number has more than 41 digits, which I will now read. Oh, not going to do that. Oni with 102 points, you are in the lead. Ice Tim is just behind with 86. Clive and Ralph are in tied third with 79. ABME has 71. Arun has 68. Opsion 62. Jogging on 56. Natter 55. Conradlac 51. Marcini 42. And Flyboy 39. But you all know what the final round has in store for you, and we'll return to those scores in just a minute. First of all, over in our audience game, Clement with 63, Effrontery 66, Stilgar on 83, Happy on 92, as is Green Day, Alexander 96, Silent Marine, and Woollyback on 98. Pyro going into three figures now on 101, Fetz 109, Colin 111, JR 113, Shadowmane 126, Matt 132, Silver Electron 135, Cola 146, as is Shapes, Ape with 171, Jerry with 180, but it's Ben with the lead of 209 going into the final round. Now this is the point where tactics become very, very important, and the category is more important than ever because there is one round left to play, and as always, it's the big finish. If you've not played this game before, it's Final Jeopardy. Bid from 0 up to your current score based on the category, and then answer the puzzle-based question. Abstention from bidding will cause a default bid of 0. Answer the question correctly, and you win your bid. Answer the question incorrectly or abstain, and you lose your bid. It is as simple as that. How much do you want to risk? How much do you want to wager? How far behind is the next place? Do you want to think about that lobby medal or the gold, silver or bronze? Or do you just want to go for pennies? If you've got a decent score, remember you get a multiplier and that will be your penny payout. If you're not as bothered about medals, you might want to play it safe. If you want to go for a big medal, then you might have to think twice. I'm going to click the button and it will show you your respective leaderboards for the audience and the hot seat game. So you can have a look and see how close or far behind you are, or far ahead you are, of your nearest rivals. This will give you an idea of how much you maybe want to bid. Hashtag penny power. Is the penny going to come in? Because of course you do get pennies, but it's very possible to wager all your points here, get it wrong, and finish with 0. It happens more often than you might think. So think carefully about how many points you want to wager based on the category. Okay, so those are your leaderboards. Hopefully you've got a good idea of where you want to go from here. Let's put 10 seconds on the clock. The category, and Lingo, I may need you again here to put the category into the chat. If you can be honest. In fact, if you could do that now, because I don't think the category starts immediately. There we go, letters and numbers. Yes, category. Letters and numbers. I really must look at that's a fairly mission critical bug, and I'm very grateful that you're here, Lingo, to be able to provide this in chat. Letters and numbers is the category. You have 10 seconds to place your bid, starting now. Well, how interesting. I can see all the bids. Existential statement. The category is. The category is. Indeed so. Now, as before, the category is letters and numbers. As before, I'm going to read the question in full. I will then start the clock. You have got 30 seconds. And I might give you an extra few seconds just to try and parse the question, because this is a really lovely question that... I just looked at the Discord. Odie's just deafened himself in the Discord chat. And so, as has Matt the Sprat, they're both obviously thinking, I'm going to concentrate on this and not be distracted by distractions in the chat room. Everyone is doing it now. Everyone's muting and stuff. So, don't blame you. Only had 1 gold. I need this. Right. I will give you a few seconds to parse the question before I start the timer. The very best of luck to you all. Here is the big finish question. That's 30 seconds on the clock. Sorry. Here is the big finish question. If you were to list the integers from 1 to 3,999 in alphabetical order based on their Roman numeral representation, what is the product of the first number in the list and the last number in the list? So, take the numbers from 1 to 3,999, translate them into Roman numerals, put them in alphabetical order according to their Roman numerals, and then multiply the first by the last. You can answer either in digits or in Roman numerals. You have 30 seconds and your time starts now. And that is time up. I felt like I gave you lots of time to think about that. And as Stimson remarked when he proved this, and I concurred with, this question is not as hard as it sounds. It's really dumb, like a mega dumb. It's not as hard as it sounds. So let's take those numbers and put them into alphabetical order. If you go into Roman numerals, the first one alphabetically is going to be just a cardinal letter, and you've only got a handful of them. C, D, M, X, I, V are the sort of cardinal Roman numerals. And the first one alphabetically is going to be C, which is 100. Slightly trickier to get the last one, but you know it's going to start with an X, and it's actually going to be 3 X's, X, 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 and then V, I, I. X, 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 V, I, which would be 38. So if you list them as written in Roman numerals alphabetically, the first is C, 100, the last is XXX, VII, 38. You multiply them together, and you get 3,800. I still haven't fixed that bug on the board where it's displaying all the alts as well. I will fix that. So 3,800 is what we wanted. Let's reveal what our players said. Just 2 getting it right, Ralph and AB Me, and Ralph got it pretty darn quick, I have to say. Ralph was there in just under 11 seconds. AB Me coming in towards the end of the question, 24.5 seconds, but also getting the right answer. So pretty close answers. Flyboy 3999, but unfortunately not close enough. So nothing that I need to condone. Someone needs to go check on Jogging. Jogging put A and Z, alternate universe where letters are numbers. Maybe. So, we need to reveal the bids of our incorrect players. So all the players who have gone red, these are the points that you are about to lose. Bit of a spread there. Marcini just breaking even and not losing any, not wagering anything. Natter going low, only 13. Up at the other end, Oni bidding 70, Clive bidding 79. Was that an all-in? We will have to find out in just a moment. As to our correct players, Lupine and AB Me, how much did they wager? $36 and $66 respectively. The last entry is XXXVIII because that's how alphabetization works. 3 X's, a V, as many I's as possible. Yeah, but that's just... If you have multiple of the same letters, it's further along in the alphabet. So XX is further on than X. That's just how it works. And there is no Roman numeral between 1 and 4,000 larger than that. So... Bronze medal possible for TVP with that abstention, that Luigi strap. Could it work? I'm going to press the button one more time, and what will happen is it will either add on, it will show your total at the start of the round, and then it will either add on or take off the points that you've won this question. I have absolutely... I do, because I've got the log here, and I can look at the log, and it will tell me the scores in order. I already know who's won. But you do not. Let's find out. The winner of Google That tonight is... And there we have it, our final scores. A few players dropping to 0. Clive, Arun, Jogging and Conradlak all the way back down to 0. Opsy all but 1. But we have got a top 3 in the shape of Ice Tim in 3rd place with 60 points. takes the bronze medal. And it was our 2 correct players on that final question. Lupine takes the silver with 115, but our gold medalist tonight with an astonishing 137 points. The winner of Google That is AB Me! And there we have our final leaderboard. Those points will be converted into pennies and paid out when the credits roll in just a minute. Ice Tim, a bronze medal for you, a silver for Ralph, and a gold for AB Me. Let's take a look at the medal cabinets. AB Me, my hugest congratulations, my dude. That is your first Google That gold. You've got a lobby and you've got 3 bronzes, but that is the first time you've taken the gold. Huge congratulations, cause for much celebration. Lupine, that is your 4th silver medal to go with your 2 gold, 2 bronze and 2 lobby. And Ice Tim, that is your first ever game night medal. Relatively new member of the community. Lovely to have you. That is your first medal. A bronze in Google That for your first medal is no mean feat. So huge congratulations indeed to you. Let's go see how the audience got on. Clement, Green Day and Colin all wiping out. Woody Bat finishing on 1. Infrontrial 32. JR 40. Stilgar 81. Silent Marine 88. And to our top 12. Happy with 92, Shadowmane, Silver Electron, Matt, all on 100, Pyro with 101, Cola 111, Fets 118, got your number, Alex with 142, Shapes with 146, Jerry with 180, Ape with 274, but my goodness me, Ben, 400 points, finishing at the top of the Google That leaderboard, and that is your 3rd Google That lobby medal to go with your 2 gold and your 1 silver. Huge congratulations. What a blinder of a game. Absolutely top draw. I don't know that it's a record, but this game has been around for so long, I would have to do a deep dive to go and find out. It might very well be, but also you've got to remember the lobby game and the hot seat games have slightly different scoring metrics, so it might be a record in the lobby. Anyone want to go back and watch every single VOD ever? You're very welcome. Also, we didn't always have a lobby game, and it's different because different games have different points and stuff, so it's not quite fair. But in terms of the highest game, because of course we had Samster's game a few weeks ago where there were 8 rounds, so obviously the score's always going to be higher. So yeah, so it's not necessarily a useful metric to say, but it's a very, very healthy score, certainly off only 5 rounds. Yeah, so Sam put like 5 questions for all 8 rounds into the game, which you can do, which is great. Oh, what a huge amount of fun. Can I thank Lingo Maniac for a really lovely question about very Google That, very, very fun. I hope you've all enjoyed Lingo's efforts, and very many thanks to Stimpson as well for doing the initial proofing. I just sort of polished that off this evening, mainly Stimpson. But yeah, always fun to play Google That. We should bring it back more often. I'm glad we've got the software here to do it now, apart from the categories not showing. So I need to go and investigate what that was. Did someone note it in bug reports? Categories not showing in Google That. I'm assuming it's a QForge bug, but I will go and investigate that and find out what's going on. So just note that down in bug reports and I will investigate. Well, friends, it's 11 o'clock, all but 1 minute, so I'm keeping you later than I normally would, but we have got the small matter of the lottery to finish our weekend together, so do stick around for that, for your chance to win some bonus pennies at the end of this game night. Thank you very much once again to Lingo for writing, to Stimson for proofing. Congratulations to AB Me on the gold and to BC on the lobby medal. You have been playing Google That. I hope you've had fun, and I will see you for the lottery in about 2 minutes' time.
Fruity, 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 fruity.
It's Saturday night. We are live from the Game Night Control Center, and it is time for our weekend lottery draw. GVCG is the room code you need. Stimpson's Angle getting 8,000 pennies from the pre-lotto there. SJ just getting just shy of 1,000, so not quite as much luck, but you know, that's still all right. Do come and join if you would like to play the lottery. I'm going to do likewise. With the code GVCG, because I can't resist a bit of the lottery. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42, and push execute, and then lucky dip. That's how we do it. That's how we roll. Shadowmane wanting a pre-lotto as well. Let's do that for you. Veil success. 1771. That'll do, won't it?
Fruity, fruity, fruity.
I'll press the same button.
Fruity, 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 fruity.
That'll do. And Lingo Maniac cashing it in before the main lottery draw as well. Veal success to you. 756.
What a shame.
That works so well together. It's not even funny. Many lols. Right, it's the final bit of ceremony that we've got to do. While you come and join, I'm going to filter out the remaining raid message suggestions. There are a lot of them. Lovely. There's some good ones here. I'm going to have a hard time tonight, I think. I'm going to have a hard time. Sorry, stop that. I just try to kill the dead air while I look at raid messages rather than just doing it in silence. Some heroes and songs are maybe. Sorry, I'll stop bibbing now. Right, there's some really good ones there, and I've got like 25 still on my shortlist, so gonna have a tough time. 3 seats left if you want to come and join the lottery. One on the left between Sam and Colin, and then one in front of the other, in between Toot and Flyboy and between Ape and Stilgar on the right. 30 seconds. Let's press the countdown button because it's the only one I haven't pressed tonight. Who are we raiding? Flage is live. He's on his Flage-a-thon at the moment. He doesn't normally stream at the weekend. He's been live for 29.5 hours. So, yeah, we will be raiding him. Subathon, that's what he's doing. He's doing Subathon Day 6. And he's still got over 7 hours left of it to go. So, and he's been up for a while. So, we'll go raid Flage after this. That is the countdown expired. Lingo's come to join at the last minute. So, we've got 38 out of 40 seats at the front filled. Let's lock it up. And let's start the machine. And tonight we are using Arthur and Set of Balls number 5. Quick reminder of what you could be winning tonight. Up to 250,000 pennies if you can match all 6 numbers. Statistically very unlikely, but not impossible. Those are the payouts you could be winning, so take a note of those, and let's hope Lady Luck is smiling on you tonight. Can't go anywhere, though, without some balls. Absolutely true. So, let's release those big money balls! You have not gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, you probably have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, haven't you, Ape? Have you gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh, no, you haven't. You lied to me. I can see all your lines, that's the thing. Not today. Right. Well, they're getting a nice bounce on, aren't they? What joy. Let's see if Lady Luck's going to be with you tonight. Best of luck. Let's start the draw. Okie dokie. Settling down on our first ball out tonight. So pick one, number 29. Fourth appearance in the main lottery draw. We last saw it Saturday, the 7th of March. That's a good start. I have that on 3 lines. We like this. Good start. Next. Misfire. Come on, Arthur. There we go. It's a blue one. Number 13. Third appearance in the main lottery draw. Last saw it Saturday the 13th of December last year. I have that on the same line as one of my 29s. That's a good start. 2 for 2. 11, 26, 33 or 46 do now for me. It's another blue one. Number 19. 8th appearance in the main lottery draw. Last saw Saturday the 9th of May. I have got that on a fresh line. Could do with another one to go with it. Well, let's keep them coming. Halfway through. Ball number 4. Oh, it was a white one, but it fell off. We'll try again. We've got another blue one this time. Number 12. 7th appearance in the main lottery draw. Last saw it Saturday the 18th of April. I have that on 3 lines as well. None of the ones that already had numbers on. So I've got lots of 1 number lines. So I'm increasing my odds with 2 and a bonus to go. Let's take a look at ball number 5. It's a yellow one. Number 43. 2nd appearance in the main lottery draw. Last saw it Saturday the 17th of January. I now have 2 lines with 2 numbers. Oh, BC on 3 numbers. Could be in for a windfall. All on 1 line. Let's see if you get the luck, BC. 6th ball. It was a green, but we've misfired. Let's try again. Nope. We'll give them a shake. See if they can settle back in once the pipe's gone down. Looks like it's going to be a green this time. There it is. It's number 31. 7th appearance in the main lottery draw. Last saw it on Saturday the 18th of April. I have that on 1 line with nothing else. So, I've got 2 lines with 2 numbers. Bonus to try and salvage anything if you've not had any luck so far. A white would be good, but we've not got a white for the rainbow. Tonight, the bonus ball is number 35. 3rd appearance in the main lottery draw. Last saw it Saturday the 17th of January. And let's have those numbers once again, this time in ascending numerical order. Your winning line tonight is number 12, number 13, number 19, number 29, number 31, number 43, and the bonus, it's number 35. 1 on all 10 different lines. That could be fun, couldn't it? Wow, not much in the way of bid winners tonight, but AB me with 3 numbers and the bonus, 2,500 pennies. Ape and Ben and Lingo all getting 3 numbers on a single line for 1,000, and Stilgar Fett and Gambler Galley all with 2 numbers in the bonus for 500 pennies. I got 700 over 4 in the end, which was nice. Big overall winners, AB me unsurprisingly there, 3,100 pennies over 4 lines. Ape 1250 over 2, Green Day 1100 over 5, Ben 1000 over 1, Lingo 1000 over 1, and the rest are relatively small payouts there tonight, so it doesn't look like we've had much luck apart from AB me, who's had all the luck. Maybe that's where it's all gone this evening, but I got 700 pennies, so I'm not sad with that. Lovely stuff. Always nice to end with a little bit of a lottery draw. I hope you've had fun with that. Hope it's been fortuitous to you. I'm going to roll the credits, and then we're going to go and raid Flage to finish our stream, and I'm going to pick one of the many raid messages that I've got to sift through. Join me for that ceremony in just a minute. And my friends, that is it for another week at Game Night. And what an astonishing week it's been, and in particular tonight has been full of excitement. Earlier on, we played Distinction as written by Oni, and we saw Clive take another gold medal. We then had one of the most exciting heats of the Drain, and Oni ultimately emerged victorious. And then we had a wonderful game of Google That, courtesy of Lingo, which saw AB Me take the gold and Ben take the lobby medal. It's been a huge amount of fun. I've had a marvellous time this evening. I hope you have as well. Don't forget, I am going to be back next week, Thursday, the 21st of May, with Moneybox, The Drain, and Power Play. And then next Saturday, if you're just here at the weekend, for Cryptex, DEFCON, and The Abyss. Don't forget, Ash is back with Season 20 of Quiz Night on Wednesday from next week. And Neo7, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the happy anniversary. Yeah, there's just so much happening at the moment, and I'm having such a good time. I hope you are as well. Big thanks as ever to the writing team, the question proofing team, and all the admins and moderations who help make things run smoothly behind the scenes. Don't forget, you can go and join the Discord right there for all the latest stuff if you want to come and hang out with us. You can check your pennies online there. And if you have missed any of tonight's episode or previous episodes, you can go and catch up with them all at persephoneshare.com/on-demand. If you are watching on demand on YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, because it just helps the metrics on YouTube. And there's a law that says I have to start the 11th commandment. I have to say you have to like and subscribe if appearing on YouTube. So much excite. Now, raid messages. What have we got? Honorary mentions, first of all. 2 in a similar vein. This has taken 20% of my life, and Ben was only briefly 120 years old, from Stimpson and Lewis, respectively. From BC, it's pleasing that Ben is the Antichrist. From Lewis, it's all UI until it's actually in 3D space. From Stimpson's angle, F. Are there 5? Are there 6? Are there 7? From Lupine, humans don't have to worry about onions. From Epic Galley, you shouldn't drive through a lake. 2 in a similar vein that came in about the same time from JR and Green Day, would you kindly piss off, sir? From 8 Minky, if you take out older people and children. Now, I've got a few on the same theme, but one of them is tickling me more, and it came out much earlier than the others. So honourable mentions to AB Me, To Be or Not To Be, that is the category. Existential Statement, the category is, from the Clement. And from Epic Galley, category. So those were the ones that came in later. And I've got 5 left to choose from. 5th place from Ardent Vets, and other formats stolen from gladiators. 4 to go. From Lewis, Pips out for Harambe. From Lingo, Twister Extreme Difficulty Mode. And I've got 2 left. And I think the runner-up is going to be one of the ones that is similar from what we had before. It's G. Eisen's. It was the best of the category ones, and the simplest in a way. The category is category. I don't know if I'm going to regret that later on. That's my runner-up. The category is category, because that was very much a throughput of tonight. But there was something else that happened in Google That, something that I said very near the start of the game, which Jerry Arias has latched onto and turned into quite a nice title. And it is going to be the raid message tonight. And the raid message tonight goes to Jerry Arias. Non-award winning titles. That's the one that's tickled me most tonight. It's this funny thing, sometimes you look at them and you think, on a different day, I might have picked a different raid message. And this is the great thing. That's why I love this little mini game at the end, because you've got so many good ones coming through. I think on another day, I might have picked the category as the raid, but tonight, that one just spoke to me tonight for some reason. So, non-award winning titles. For the thumbnail, I will probably hyphenate it. But, yeah, Jerry, 250 pennies to you, and the episode title, and the raid message, and immortalised forever in a thumbnail for the VOD, which I'll be doing when I do the pack down in the next half an hour or so. So, thank you very much for all the suggestions of those tonight. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope the sun comes back out. It's been a bit grey for most of this weekend, but yeah, whatever you're up to, I hope you have a lovely time. I am going to be back on Thursday night with Moneybox, more of the Drain, and Power Play. Until then, you have been watching Game Night with me, Royal Flush. Be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe. And as always, take care, peace out, and good night.